Is that another box?
Does this ever stop?
It's either me, or the toys, or the toys, or the toys, or the toys, or the toys.
Welcome to the My Wife is Going to Kill Me podcast.
The podcast where me and my friends talk about the number one thing that makes our wives want to kill us.
Toy collecting!
Transform, bucket, roll out. Transform and roll out. Transform.
That's America's ass.
And roll out. Transform. Roll out.
M-W-I-G-T-K-M. My wife
Is going to kill me.
M-W-I-G-T-K-M. My wife
Is going to kill me.
Obi-Wan Kenobi. Oh, wow, you are dumb. All right, man to man, we'll see you on the flip-flop. I tend to lash out to protect my loved ones.
Travis.
At least he's just giving it the old whoppity top.
It just keeps growing.
Man, it's good stuff.
Oh, shoot. Jeremy.
Don't encourage him. I hope the cat pisses on you. You're reading again, aren't you? I like everything, so just tell me stuff.
Steve.
I'm being misrepresented here. You got no power over me, you harpy.
Did you put a period at the end of that statement?
M-W-I-G-T-K-M. My wife
Is going to kill me.
M-W-I-G-T-K-M. My wife
Is going to kill me.
let the good times roll.
Why have a hot dog?
All right, everybody. This is the My Wife is Going to Kill Me podcast, where you could come, laugh, lie, love with us. Cody said I had to change the intro and I couldn't say the episode number. So this is what you get.
339.
It's awkward. And it's weird. And I'm ill-prepared because he decided to do that as the intro was playing. You know what, Steve? No episode number today. We're gonna do something that's gonna blow everybody's mind. Don't say the episode number. People are gonna go insane.
Well, they're going to go insane because when they do finally hear this, it's going to be June of next year.
No, all I said was no one gives a shit.
This is more revolutionary than the New Dukes when Vance and Coy came in. Who? Vance and Coy.
Did you watch that Secret Galaxy?
You were talking to like four people.
I know.
And I'm sitting here. You're talking to three people. Vance and Coy.
Secret Galaxy's latest episode is Dukes of Hazzard.
Vance and Coy?
Well, they talk about it.
Oh. That was, you know
What's
what?
funny about that
Let's
whole
really
thing
mix it up. Let's put the dark-haired guy in the yellow shirt.
I know.
is
They're wearing their clothes.
Bo and Luke, the guys who played Bo and Luke,
Yeah.
they wanted more money.
Yep.
So they tried to do negotiations.
I thought it was a strike.
In the meantime,
Same thing.
they got the other two guys to come in. Finally worked something out, but ratings had already gone down. It ended up tanking the show. So a bunch of people lost jobs because they were trying to make more money.
So have we
Pretty
really not uploaded an episode since the last time Kyle was here? The last episode on iTunes is 3:30. Old man Kyle joins for a rip-roaring good time. Have you literally not uploaded the last 8 episodes?
When did you load it? When did you load it, Pete? What have you been
I
doing?
did a bunch of them at once. Yeah, it's been a while because it's a process now.
I wonder why Patreon's gone down.
Dude, seriously, wow.
Cody says, I wonder why Patreon's gone down.
What are we even doing here?
Well, it's because because now I got to wait for Cody to send me the file. And it's
I'm sure that's the problem. You're right. I'm sure that's the problem.
Oh, I have files.
I love when he's like throws Cody right under the bus.
It's not Cody's fault. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying it's a process.
Okay.
Sounds like you are saying that.
It's not like it used to be when we used the iPad and I just send it home and I can do it on my phone.
Agreed.
Did you break the iPad?
No, we don't use
We
it
have a
anymore.
new process now.
Oh.
So now it
I
has.
want to go back to the iPad.
Now we pull the audio straight from the YouTube and then he sends it to me in an email, and then I forget. It's similar.
Cody is saying no.
Well, you do send it to me in email.
That's not how any of this
You
works.
don't. Oh, you want to try to use that Google thing? It doesn't work for me.
Google Drive.
Google Drive.
Yeah. See,
Steve, that Google thing.
well,
It
you,
doesn't work for
all the
Google
one,
crash.
Okay, let's say all the ones I posted since we did this have all been sent to me in an email.
Gotcha. So
they're still-
3 of them.
Yeah. We're on
How about this?
339, so 9 episodes haven't been
How about
posted.
Well,
this?
8, because 9's not done yet. So
Oh,
I'll
yeah,
give him
yeah.
the benefit of the doubt. It's only 8, not 9, but 8.
We're almost to Legion's Con. How about this, Cody? How about I give you the login credentials and you just post it?
For that $100
That he
you're
doesn't get.
Fucking pay me.
I gave you a ride.
Steve now thinks that picking Cody up at his door covers whatever deal we made.
Yep.
Cody's about 2 seconds from locking all of y'all out. He can do it.
Cody, just send it to me.
Yeah, give Toy News.
What's funny is
no,
that
don't
Steve
do
will give me shit about posting.
Episode should be in
Poe
there.
too?
It looks like
Poe
you
too
guys
late.
are up to date.
This fucking guy.
Just no
Really-
replies.
Because then I knew I needed to figure out my the Google Drive.
Oh, he's posting that shit. Oh man, he's got your laundry.
No
No.
replies whatsoever. Am I picking you up? Then like 3 weeks later.
What do you
God, you're a piece of shit.
What do you need? What kind of answer do you need? You just made a statement. Changed the procedure on me.
Don't try putting it on me, motherfucker.
I didn't try to put it. I said it wasn't Cody's fault.
Nah, you threw him under the bus.
Yeah. He's got tired tracks.
No,
on his
I was
back.
explaining
The process.
process has
Okay,
changed.
so back to the process. You gotta wait for Cody to send it to you, which Cody has sent everyone to you. And next.
Cody, just start sending it to me.
Good idea.
Just give me the login credentials and everything, and I'll just fucking take care of it.
You got all the time in the world.
Oh, that's
Wow. Wow.
Ouch.
The bus is going back and forth, back and forth.
the bus is changing directions.
Holy shit.
It's like,
I'm like,
wham.
I'll help.
Oh, you'll help, all right.
You should be helping. You ain't got shit to do.
And on top of that, it's fucking cold down here.
It's gonna warm up. Don't you hear the furnace
A lot of
running?
mouth breathers is why it's going to warm up.
Don't forget the toots.
Don't forget the toots. How can we forget the toots? We got pickled sausage and
Christopher Kelly says the only reason there's still Patreon is because they are even lazier than the rest of you.
We're doing Patreon content today.
Nice.
New Patreon content will be up
Eventually.
maybe sometime next month. No, I'm kidding. We'll get it up.
We actually,
Do
we have a Patreon episode loaded, ready to be dropped for Patreon listeners?
Not that I know of. The last one we did, I posted.
Do you remember though that we did do 2?
Oh, maybe we do
man,
have one.
you know it's bad when you're asking yourselves if you remember.
You are the worst.
Did I pay my car insurance?
We played a game. We played a game for the horseman stuff.
Oh, yeah. I'll
Jesus
post
Christ!
that.
I think I was here for
That
that.
was like a month ago.
But I posted the other one
What was the other one?
about butt stuff.
Oh, yeah.
He's excited about that one.
Yeah.
He remembers that one.
It was his idea.
It was his idea.
It was his idea. And he was the only one not getting butt stuff, which was totally bad.
Because I had questions.
that he needed.
You've got questions, we've got answers. Buttstuff.com. What
Patent
company?
pending.
People are now,
What company
they're gonna
is
break
that?
The internet looking this shit up.
What
now.
company is that? Say, you've got questions, we've got answers. Like that's somebody's
slogan.
tagline.
Yeah.
Whose is it?
I don't know.
Cody, help me out.
I think it's yours now.
They're gonna get a lot of people going. This isn't right.
You've
This
got
isn't-
questions, we've got answers. Butt stuff.
Butt stuff. If you can turn that into an org, you can get money from the government. Are we looking this up? One of you guys is looking it up, right?
Oh,
Radio Shack.
Oh yeah. No, I can use it now because they're out of business.
Yeah, do they exist anymore?
Near.
There's probably one in Alpena.
It's owned by Steve's dad.
I just got a text
or-
from Steve.
I just sent him the login credentials so he can start posting episodes. Now it's on him.
No, it's not, because he's going to go to log in and it's going to send your phone a code that you're going to then reply to a week
That is
later.
true.
I don't think it will. Because he
And
does.
then
it's-
it'll be 6 months.
It expired in 15
It'll
minutes.
be
You sent it
just- it'll be
15
just
days
like
later.
The text that Cody showed. It'll be Jeremy asking, "Hey, I need that code.
That code.
I need that code. I need that code. Hey, am I picking you up?"
What I really love is all these people that are like, hey, what's going on with MosquitoCon? Like, what makes you fucking think that I'm a part of this show and I've got my fucking head not in my ass about MosquitoCon?
Oh yeah, after this is over, I got a couple people reaching out to me that they're saying they're trying to get tables. I can't get a hold of you.
Welcome to my world.
Wow.
Don't let me forget. Don't run off because I got
He's just looking.
You got a list?
I got a list of stuff we got to talk
The
about.
bus over Pete.
Questions.
A lot of people have questions.
Yeah.
Including Pete.
Let's talk about MosquitoCon. Come on, what's going on, buddy? Give us an update.
Nah, you know the update. It's March 22nd. What would you like to know? Do you have questions? Because I've got answers. It's my new slogan.
You are a promoter. Do you think Rodney King would have nothing to say if they were to say, "Hey, what's going on with the next Tyson fight?" And it was 2 days before.
Wow! You are such a fucking idiot.
Hi, Rodney King.
Where the fuck's he going with that?
You don't think Rodney King would have something to say after those cops beat his ass? No, he doesn't. He wouldn't say anything because they found him dead in his pool 2 years ago.
And then he started talking about Tyson?
Jesus.
Well, you know what was his name? It's King. It was something
Don.
King.
Don King.
Don King is what I meant.
Yeah.
Don King's full-time job was promoting Mike Tyson.
Yeah, your full-time job after hours, you work 8 hours a
we
day.
go.
The rest of it should be MosquitoCon.
That's cute. I work 8 hours a day. You're right. That's adorable, Steve.
More like 6.
I worked 40 this last week and didn't work Monday or Tuesday. So, do your math.
Maybe if you'd have worked Monday and Tuesday, things could have got done. All right, so no update on MosquitoCon. It's happening. And, some people are coming, we think. There's tables, I think.
I mean, if you want an update that there are vendors that are going to be table selling things, that's not really an update. That's kind of what the whole thing is. I guess yes, MosquitoCon is happening March 22nd at the Van Dyke Mortgage Convention Center by Deltas by Marriott, which, yes, has to be on every line of every check in full, which is a real pain in my ass because it's writer's cramp just to fucking fill all of that out. But yeah, the vendor hall is relatively full. And we're trying to figure out how to expand. We're not exactly sure how we're going to do that yet.
Are there tables
but
left?
There will be. There are probably a couple because I just got a couple of cancellations. So,
Okay.
But I have people that want to move as well, and then I also have people that have filled out the forms and sent me money, and then said, "Hey, I want to be next to this person," and I go, "Okay, that's not how this works, because you can't just randomly send me money and then and tell me where you're going to be, because that's not how this
So
world
how
works."
did that
unfortunately.
conversation go?
Huh?
How does that conversation
He
go?
told me to fuck off. He told me.
I told him to get the fuck right out. So, no, I have to figure out some layout issues. There are a couple of hinky points last year because the convention center gave me a map and then said, "Well, you can't have tables there." And I said, "Well, it's on your map." "Well, yeah, the fire marshal doesn't allow that." And I was like, "Well, don't tell me what the fire marshal will allow." You gave me a map and said I could have a table here. So I scrambled last minute last year to make some changes. So I want to make sure that we're adapting that layout appropriately this year. If you remember, when you walk into the main hall, you walk right down Artist Alley. And what that did is that created these two weird halls. There wasn't a good concentric flow. So we're working on fixing that. The badge art is done. The amazing Jeremy DeWitt has completed that for me. It looks great. It is an homage to Andy Hasper, who I think we spoke about, a fellow nerd and public safety person who unfortunately lost a battle this last fall with a kind of a rare, nasty brain disease. So the Mythical Meetup artwork is done, and it's beautiful. And with Jeremy's permission, I'll share that today on the show. That is going to be occurring Friday night. There will be vendors there selling toys and comics and art. And we've got a whole list of specifically Mythic Legions people that are going to be there.
Yeah.
The 4 Horsemen are going to be there. I don't know which ones yet. So if that's one of the updates you're looking for, I can't tell you that because I don't have it. The room block should be open this week. A lot of people are clamoring about the room block. Unfortunately, I keep telling them that it doesn't matter because the convention center doesn't give discounts anyway. It's just get your room because they don't actually, there's no discount or anything that comes with the room block. Yeah. Is there anything else that I can tell you that you've already heard before so then you feel like you've gotten an update so you get like the warm and fuzzies or...
Are you mad at me because I'm trying to advertise MesquiCon and I'm trying to talk about it and trying to get people to come? Because it's your con and I'm trying to help.
Steve, I
You're
feel
not.
you, brother.
But
I feel you, brother.
I'm not trying to help.
you wanted an update. I was honest with you. I said I don't have much of an update for you. So...
I have a question, but it definitely changes gears.
Probably a good idea anyway.
From mom and dad fighting.
Nobody's fighting. We were just having an adult
We're
discussion.
having an adult discussion.
Okay. And then Jeremy's got to pipe in. I know your pain. And I'm like, I'm sorry, Jeremy. I'm sorry that I have to leave my house every day and go do other things than MesquiCon.
Oh.
My family needs to eat, goddammit. I'm sorry.
You know, people just answer a fucking text. I'm looking at both of you two on this one. Just answer a text.
And
I'll handle whatever you need handled.
And you're right. And I'm not great at answering texts, but you also got to give somebody grace when it's 2 a.m. and they're sleeping. It's fucking 2 a.m. I don't answer texts at 2 a.m. Unless you're dying. I will come help you if you're dying at 2 a.m., but I don't answer my phone at 2 a.m.
It was 1. And 10.
Do
and
we
like
feel
7:30.
A 3-day con in Muskegon is going to make it.
A 3-day con.
Not to support another con, not to change gears, but I mean,
No.
there is talk that there's going to be a 3-day con in Muskegon later this year.
Oh, is that how long that one's supposed to be?
At least that's what
The gaming one?
The article said.
No,
was.
that doesn't. That seems.
I thought it was only 2 days. Maybe I misread it, though.
And I could be wrong, too. Maybe it was
I thought
Saturday,
it was August
Sunday.
21, 22 is what I thought.
You guys not think so? I don't get that.
I don't think there's enough
The
support in the local
problem
area.
No, it has nothing to do with any of that. It's all geography. It's all the space. In order to have a 3-day con, you have to have 3 days worth of stuff to do. The convention center, even packed to the gills the way I pack it, you can literally stop at every booth, look at everything they have, conversate with the people, have a good time, and be out in 2 hours. Like there's just not.
So they need a bigger venue.
Yeah,
somewhere.
if you want to do a 3-day show, you've got to have square footage, because at the end of the day, it's the building's only so big, and it's now you have to have draw. So you have to have I'm gonna go there at 8 a.m. I'm gonna walk through the show, do my thing. At 10 o'clock, I'm going to go play Swords. I'm gonna watch a panel at 11:30. I'm gonna get in line at 1 and get Val Kilmer's autograph. You have to have a reason to keep people there. If it's just shopping, and if it's just booths like we do a lot of the time, there's only selected panels. It's difficult to fill 2 days worth of somebody's life with stuff.
Thoughts, Travis?
I understand what Cody's saying, but I think Pete is right. It's like you got to be able to get like people through the door, and I don't know. Obviously, if it's going to be primarily a gaming thing, it's much different than anything we've gone to, for the most part, anyway. But
whether it's
and I also
it's the stats are still the same. You got to have if it's gaming, then you have to have voiceover people.
No.
You have to have video game.
you got to get
set
people
up
through the
and-
door. Is what it's all about.
at the end of the day, I'm the only one in this room that truly knows what that building costs for 3 days. And in order to make that fucking nut, you're gonna have to blow the goddamn doors off
Yeah.
to make it so you don't hemorrhage fucking money.
So here's a
now you're
thought.
talking about $30 or $40 for a weekend. You're not talking about
right.
$5.
And again,
or
if you've got
12
like
and under free, that's
if
not
you
happening.
can sign up and you can do like an intro to D&D or learn how to play or get into a Magic the Gathering tournament
That's
or
what I
do a
was just
big
gonna say.
Pokemon swap. If you've got planned events, which I'm assuming Kyle is going to for this, not you, the other Kyle that's running this. If you've got planned events and you can fill somebody's day, by all means, a 2-3 day will work.
Is a gaming convention, and I don't know the answer to this, is a gaming convention full of people playing games that take 3 hours to play?
Typically.
So maybe you pay to get into a game.
Yeah.
I don't know how it works at all. And maybe that does take up a lot more time, so they could stretch something because they're going to have different games on Saturday as they have on Sunday and stuff like that. So
And what they'll do is they'll do so it's $25 to get in. It's a Magic the Gathering tournament, and for $25 you get 5 packs. You open up your booster packs on the site, build your deck, and then you play a tournament. They'll do that with Pokemon. They'll do that with Lorcana. They'll do that. Like I said, they'll probably do D&D. They'll probably have paint tutorials on how to paint your Warhammer. I mean, there's a lot of content in the gaming world that you can actually do, but every one of those things, you have to have the expert you have to dedicate the space, then you have to have the expert, you have to have the supplies, then you have to have the people that are going to sign up for that.
Then you have to have people that help run it.
Right. It's a big undertaking, and he owns a store. So he has built-in staff. He has, his staff members text him back at noon, not at 2:00, and then get upset when he doesn't answer. There's a lot of
No, they
help
text you
that
at
he's got.
7:30,
So-
and then they see that you posted something in the fucking Glyos group at fucking 8:30, and then go, that's weird.
And he won't
His
let
phone
that
was
go.
in his hand.
You can also go through the Grand Rapids Comic Con really quickly though too.
When I went with Amanda and Piper, this last time was the first time I'd been in a couple years. We were in and out in 90 minutes, and we shopped. I mean, we actually stopped at a lot of booths, and
I think the thing that
So-
keeps you around at the Grand Rapids one is all the guests and stuff.
Yeah.
right. And like I said, if you've got some scheduled panels that people want to see, they'll go, "Hey, we're going to shop on Saturday. We're going to go back for the panels on Sunday." Like you have to have a reason for people to stay.
And some people might go all 3 of those days, but they're like, well, I'm going to dress up on this day as this day as this, and they just fucking hang out there.
Right.
But that's not going to be the majority of people. I mean, your regular family's going to go, well, let's just go Saturday for a little while.
I mean, I don't know. We'll only go to one day.
Dude,
Right.
that's the.
Same.
But on the flip side, that's the worst part about Legion's Con. As a seller, those aisles are packed all day, every day, and people can't get into some booths to even do shopping because everybody's just hanging out. So from a vendor perspective, if you just pack the hallways with cosplayers and people that are standing in line for food and standing in line to go see Val Kilmer or whatever, there's a negative impact. And Travis and I used to see it when our friend Gary vended. He always had this premium booth, but then the food line was always right in front of his shit, and nobody could get in and look at his comics.
Oh, God. I thought
So
he was gonna blow
there's a
blood.
lot of moving parts to that. So,
Okay, so-
he has the infrastructure in order to plan something that grandiose that I lack.
Is there a building larger?
Not here.
Okay.
The convention center is the biggest thing that we have.
So there isn't like the high school auditorium or the high school.
No.
Nothing like that.
No,
where you
the
guys do
biggest,
like
the
that?
biggest. I was hoping that when the casino came, that they were going to have a bigger convention center, but our governor kiboshed that. So,
I personally love that Moskon is a one-day show that is, for us, a 2-day event.
I think it could be a 2-day event. But Pete's right. There would have to be some tweaking and some don't go all out and have 19 panels and pull all these people in, and now you have to go. But there could be, I would think there'd be something you could do to bump a little more
absolutely.
of what in the lines you're talking about.
Right.
To
But
a 2-day show.
You also
It
have
all-
to have vendors willing to pay for
but therein
2
lies
days.
But therein lies the problem, right? I had no less than 15 vendors tell me before we left last year that this should be a 2-day show, because in their mind, they sit and they go, "Man, I made $1,200 sitting here today. If it's a 2-day show, I'm going to make $2,400." No, you're not. And so what I said to them was, I said, "Hey, by all means, I'll look into that. Are you willing to pay $200 instead of $100?" "Oh, well, I mean, that's kind of steep." So what you want is you have this expectation you're going to do the same on Sunday as you did on Saturday, which you're most likely not.
Right.
Okay. Unless you do sales, which you're actually, I made $1,200 again, but you sold twice as much product. You know what I mean? So your profit was actually less. So you want me to just foot the bill then and pay for the building on Sunday so you can hopefully make more money. That's not how this works.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, and that's like I said, that's a big part of it. And the booth price went up. The booth price went up this year, and it only went up enough to cover PayPal fees. That's the only reason I raised it, because last year I spent almost $1,000 in PayPal fees, just to have Moskon.
That's no bueno.
You know what I mean? So it's like, okay, well, at some point I have to figure out how to offset some of these things. But again, it's like I said, it comes back to the infrastructure. And that's something that Kyle has that I don't have. So realistically, I wish him the best. I think it's going to be great. I've spent quite a bit of money in his shop, and he's been a part of Moskon before. So yeah, I'm worried for him, just like I'm worried for any of you guys that would do a business venture. But he also has been a small business owner for a long time and been relatively successful. So he has a skill set that I don't necessarily have. So he probably is a little bit less worried for himself than I'm worried for him, because he's smarter than I am.
He's probably also got taken his lumps to the point. So that to the point now.
Are you worried for yours?
I'm always worried for mine. You ever seen me at fucking 8:30 on Saturday morning when I'm trying not to shit through my fucking Depends?
So, but I want to make something clear, because for our listeners, all that being said, if you're coming to this thing as a Legions fan, none of that applies to what we just said, because there's all kinds of stuff to do for Legions fan. There's the Horsemen are there.
You guys are there.
We're there. There's plenty of people from the community going to be. I think Noah Pratt is coming. I was talking to Noah the other day.
Oh, that's nice.
There's quite a few. There's quite a few
Wyatt's
people
coming. In fact, I might be picking them up in Grand Rapids because they might fly in.
Nice.
Well, that whole what are you calling it?
Legions Row.
Legions Row. So that whole Legions Row, you're gonna have Carver Customs. You're gonna have Dang Studios. You're gonna have the Horsemen. You're gonna have Retro Rags. You're gonna have what? He can't. He's got to miss this year. You're gonna have Drunk Gizmo Customs. You're gonna have Wolf King. You're gonna have that whole row it's all Legions based. You know,
I'm the only anomaly there. You might want to move me.
No, you're on the end.
Where nobody goes.
The way you react to a missed text message, if I move his booth, how's he going to react? Jesus Christ. Have to get the bullhorn. Jeremy, we love you. Get away from the ledge. You've got plenty to live for.
I love how all I want to do is help. And he's like,
no!
Oh, no. Yeah. I bring up Moskon.
No!
I bring up Moskon so we can inform some people and remind them it's coming.
Either be pissed off that I said no, or pissed off that I didn't say anything. I can't say anything and say no at the same time.
You not saying anything is as strong as saying fuck you.
Fuck you, Jeremy DeWitt.
Hey, you know what? You should probably listen to more lyrics. I know you're a music guy.
Oh, I don't
You
like
say
lyrics.
it best when you say nothing at all. Yep, that's right. Deanna Carter. Bring that shit back. Deanna Carter? That's not right. Who is that?
Don King.
Radio Shack.
It's Rodney King. What are you going to do? That time Rodney King talked about his con in the Radio Shack parking lot.
That was fucking funny.
I have amazing people that have all offered to help. The problem is I don't have, my ADHD doesn't allow it. Doesn't allow me to get anything done the way that I want to get it done. And it doesn't matter what it is. And everybody sits back in surprise. Maverick reminds us every single week about everything that I have started and failed. And then everybody's surprised that I'm failing. Like, I don't understand that. Like, you had a girlfriend that cheated on you 6 times and you're like, you're fucking up in arms because she cheated on you? Bitch, you knew she was going to cheat on you. Fucking, you know Pete's going to let you down. He's got ADHD. He doesn't know how to do
so long
shit.
as you don't let me down when the goddamn
You know what I
fire
mean?
alarm goes off,
So
I'm okay.
Can you see? So I'm trying to apply Pete's description of how he rolls with Moskon to him as a fire chief. Like, is there a fire? And Pete runs out there with the freaking hose, and he's like blasting at the fire, but he's like, I'm only one guy. I can only shoot this. Let me help. Can I grab this other hose and shoot over the... No! I can't do that because I have HD. I can't get this done. I cannot get this done because I'm blowing in one section of the house and there's not enough water. Hey, what if I take the truck around to the other side, hook up to another hydrant, blow it from the other end? No, you can't help me. What are you? You think I got nothing to do? I got all this to do. Hey, what if I go over here and throw water in the back and go in and try to get the kid? No, I can't get the kid because I'm blowing water. And no, you can't. Just everybody get out of here. Don't help me. I don't understand why I can't get the fire out.
I wouldn't want my help. If I show up, I understand when Pete goes, just stand over there.
You're
get out of my way.
You're there to watch.
Yeah.
You're eating popcorn. You're not in HD like Pete is. 4K.
Rodney King.
Rodney King. Jesus.
Rodney King in HD. Sorry, I just wanted to feel important for a second.
You're always important, and you know it.
I wanted to feel important.
Steve,
Keyword.
TikTok.
40 minutes in.
I don't even have TikTok.
Nobody has TikTok.
Nobody has it. Yeah.
Honestly, I don't even know what's wrong with it.
Now you're with us. We don't either.
Yep.
But apparently there's
It's
a
broken.
reason. Yeah.
Well, hopefully
What you
it'll
could
get
do
fixed.
though is you're pretty smart. You could start a new app, right? Help us out.
I can't even post an episode.
How is TikTok the burning desire for the United States of America? On the list of concerns that you would want them to have.
Free speech, Pete.
How is TikTok? I don't.
Well, that's our point of view, but no, yeah, they
So-
don't want to. They
To
They don't
use
want us talking to each
they
other.
don't want us talking to each other.
So to use Steve's example of me and my day job, okay? I pull up, there's a house on fire, there's people trapped inside, there's down power lines because they've melted and now they're arcing all over the place. They're bumping into the propane tank that is so hot that the pressure release valve is pushing fucking propane out. And I'm like, can somebody help that cat right there? I mean, that's what this country is doing. We have all of these things we should be focusing our time on, and we're like, man, this TikTok thing really is detrimental.
You know what?
To our
In
country.
the big picture, you're absolutely right. We're complaining about the cat that's watching the house burn down and the people die. Absolutely right. But
I'll never understand it.
I don't either.
Fix homelessness.
Yeah.
Nah.
You know what I mean?
Think?
Put homeless people on TikTok.
I don't know if
and
you
give them
guys
some
know
money.
this, but the people that are a little higher than us, they want money, and they want a lot of money. And if they ain't getting
They
that
already
money,
have a lot of money.
But they want
Oh,
more.
they want more.
I know.
Dude.
when you're rich, you
Never
need
ends.
more money.
I have no
When
idea.
you're poor, you just want some money.
Never ends.
I just can't believe that's our concern as a country.
It's not our
CPS
concern.
guy.
Well, but it is. It becomes all of our concern
Well,
because
now,
people aren't
yeah,
focused.
but-
They're not keeping their fucking
Yeah.
eye on the ball.
Yeah.
So, and we keep electing these fucking idiots instead of rioting.
Because
like
as
Rodney
a
King.
whole, we're all hypnotized by the stupid shit all the time. That's what we focus on is the stupid shit. We don't focus on the real shit.
Well, we do focus
We
on
got
it.
freaking a bunch of kids that
We
can't
do
even have
focus
conversations
on it.
with each other because they're so freaking into their phones.
We focus
But
on
see,
it.
on TikTok, you could have conversations with people.
Yeah, but they're not. But then when they have to have real conversations with people, they're like, I don't know where to look because I can't do.
You should tell one of my kids to make a phone call.
Oh
They
yeah.
will have a fucking
they can't.
goddamn panic.
Dude, I'm that way now.
Oh, what do you mean I got to call him? I got to call and talk to a human?
I used to sit on the phone for hours upon hours with people, even people I didn't really know.
My kids.
But now, if I have to make a phone call, I'm like, I guess I'm just gonna die.
Those were back in the day. Those were 1-900 numbers.
True story. Just so you know, the county is switching over to have both text and FaceTime for the 911 calling. So-
Text 911. Ouch.
True story. This has happened in my house.
Which we should have this morning when Steve fell down the stairs. Can't believe we haven't talked about that yet.
His shirt's dry.
So we're upstairs.
What happened?
And we hear this noise. This is too good.
Hold on to it. Hold on
This
to
is
it.
too good. It sounds like somebody fell down the stairs, and I said, "Yeah, I hope it's Steve." And then we look, and Steve is laying at the bottom of the stairs. It was so good.
It was great. I mean, once we found out he was okay.
No, I
No,
didn't.
it was great before, but then when he was okay, it was a bonus.
Yeah. So
True story. This happens in my house. Dad, let's get a pizza. Okay. You call and order it. I'll pay for it.
nope.
I won't call and order it.
Nope.
How are you going to get through life?
Yeah.
What are you gonna do?
Something as simple as ordering a pizza.
Dad, Chinese food sounds good. All right, you call. I'll pay for it. Can't do it.
You know what the bigger problem is, Steve?
Dad,
It's
a
probably
salad sounds
good.
good tonight.
That we don't let them call, because unfortunately when I call and order the pizza like I did Friday night, the person I talk to is just like my daughter, who doesn't do well on the phone. You put two of them together, nothing, like it'll end up being like it's just a pile of green olives in a box. You know what I mean?
You know, we're stumbling into a population crisis, probably because young people are not having sex and reproducing like they used to, because they can't fucking talk to each other.
But don't you remember, like 10 years ago, 20 years ago, the talk was that overpopulation is going to be a huge like nightmare.
Thanos was right.
Yeah, and then now we're like, oh my god, nobody's having kids.
Hey,
Like,
Cody.
especially the people that you want to have kids.
Yeah.
Wait a minute, Cody.
But I don't blame them if they don't either. But I'm
People
like,
that want to have kids are like they're only having one. Well,
Yeah.
that if everybody only has one, you're not replacing
the
yourself.
population is not going up.
No, like, my nephew just had a kid, and I'm like, hey, so are you gonna have another one? Hell no. This is too expensive. I don't want to do it. It's too much. Blah blah blah.
How the hell can you
too
afford
hard.
kids anymore?
Yeah.
I can't even afford me.
But at least you did a good. You had two. At least you replaced yourself and Laura.
Yeah, sure.
Kind of.
I had two. I replaced myself. We're in a steady. But back in the day, one generation back, my dad was one of 11.
You'd realize there's more people to that puzzle than what you just
'Cause my
described, though.
Grandpa was.
You said that he replaced him and Laura, but I think there was more people involved in that.
Okay, so wait a minute though.
There was.
You are
They haven't, so they haven't.
But one of his kids can only replace one person. So, okay, they've replaced Laura and the first baby mama, but then who did Lily replace? That gets complicated.
That's what Travis is saying. You're putting a blanket.
But it's
You're
two.
throwing a
It's
blanket.
two people for two people.
Yeah, I understand. what you're
okay.
saying.
So,
Yeah.
but how many siblings does Roger have?
My dad?
Yeah.
10.
10.
Others.
Okay. How about your mother?
Christ, what the
How about your mother?
My mom there was one of 5.
One of 5.
Polish.
Okay. So then they got together. So 10 and 5, they had 3. Okay. So then of the right.
10 and 5 had. Oh yes,
Yeah.
me. I'm one of 3.
Yep. So you're one of 3. Now, so your brother has a child, right? Or has 2.
He's adopted 2 children.
Adopted 2. You've had 2, and
I've
your
had
sister
2.
has 1.
Yes.
Okay. Look at that.
Yeah.
10 to 5 to 3 to 2s and 1s.
Yeah.
And Travis, that's kind of an anomaly because, you meet Kane, you're like, yeah, like that's it.
We get it.
One and done.
He knew that in the fucking hospital. And Heidi looked at Kane and looked at Travis, was like, we can't do this again.
We can't put this on the world.
No, this can't. Travis, you got
Travis is actually like, can we put him back?
right. Travis is like,
Is that
you're going to
too
get
soon?
1, and that's it.
My
So,
genes probably should have ended.
You've got 3, right?
I have 4 kids.
He has 4 kids. I have 4 kids. But Trav, you only have 1 sibling, right?
Yep.
Okay. How about what's your mom and dad's stats as far as how many kids they had?
Oh shit. My dad was a 3. Kids that they've had.
No, kids that.
Yeah, my dad was 3. My mom was from Virginia.
So double digits.
Yeah, so they were up there, but she was one of those.
You know all of her siblings?
She actually, I think she knows them, but she was a, like, hey, like, you're a twin, but we can only keep one of you, and,
Right.
And
Okay.
gave her away.
Oh,
What the fuck?
Yeah,
I get it. I get it.
yeah.
So
My family's the only. It's 3 and 3, and one of my uncles, my dad's brother, passed away when he was young. So it's just 3 and 3 and 4 and 4, and it's pretty.
Well,
straightforward.
what's super funny? My mom and dad both come from 5 siblings, so they had 4. My wife comes from 4. We have 4, and my wife's parents come from 4 and 4. So they had the same number of kids and so it's kind of symmetrical, which I've always thought was kind of funny.
Yeah,
So
I would say that's mine too. Yeah.
we should have stopped at 2 if you're talking money, like we should have stopped at 2.
Well, that's the other part of it. You start to look at money aspects and what people have to pay now, and I mean, obviously, having friends like Cody and knowing what he's paying for a house compared to what we paid for a house, and
And plus, how we have to live.
There's a mentality
You go
to
back-
it though too. I mean, my kids, my oldest is about the same age as Cody, and then it goes down. And my kids are not even thinking about it. They're not even thinking about marriage. They're not thinking about kids. I may never be a grandfather.
It's the fucking best.
But I will also tell you that along the lines we started this conversation with making phone calls and stuff, my daughter works with people, she's 25, who have one child, and they have a hard time working full-time with one child.
My
And
daughter.
I'm like, our generation had multiple children, worked full-time, and went to school full-time, or at least part-time.
Right.
Like my wife went through nursing school while she worked full-time and had at least 2 children in the house, and I was working full-time.
No fucking grit, man. These kids don't know how to fucking... There's no work ethic.
Even if they can afford it, people are like, oh, it's too much work. I mean, I can't even make a phone call to make a doctor's appointment. I would rather go with this lump on my neck than call somebody and talk about it. There's no way I'm going to have a child. And if I do have a child,
You get
I'm
comfy
not
with
working.
them lumps.
I'm not going to school. So it's also a mentality thing. I'm not saying all of them are like that, but a good portion of what I see through my children and their acquaintances and the people they work with, they're all terrified because it's too much.
How old were you when you got married?
I was 23.
Travis, how old were you when you got married?
Fucker.
Well, my kids were born before that, so
20.
Yeah.
20. Cut it. Cut. 23-ish, 25 maybe.
I was about 23.
Okay. But okay, so I was 21. Okay.
When you got married,
Yeah.
No job, no wife.
20.
Can't make a fucking phone call. Got some lump.
Got a lump on my neck.
put him down. Put him down.
But damn, you're sexy.
So now you look at.
Yep.
So Cody's 10 years younger than I am, same age as my brother. Okay. That friend group, there's a 5-pack of these fucking kids that kind of just grew up together, and they're still thick as thieves, right? So there is one, two were married. One had two have had a big ceremony. One has had a courthouse ceremony, and then one of them have a child. They're all 30. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
When I was 30 years old, I had 4 kids.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
I'd been married for 9 years.
Yep.
Like it's a different world, you know? I mean, Cody, yeah, I mean him and Sarah, you guys have been together 6 years?
Like
8
8.
years, okay.
See, Cody knew. Cody fucking knew. He's like,
Right.
8.
Cody and Sarah have been together 8 years. They bought a house together a couple of years ago. He hasn't even talked about setting a date or proposing or anything, and they're living life and enjoying it. And that's totally, but 20 years ago, that was odd. That would have been a weird situation back then, and he would have caught hell, you know? What?
Steve talked me out.
Dude,
Steve said, "You better not." All right, I won't.
the only reason I would ever tell you to get
He's saving
married,
TikTok.
the only reason I would ever tell you to get married was if Sarah was like, if you don't marry me, I'm leaving. That'd be the only reason that you should get married.
Let her go.
No, I'm just kidding.
Let her go.
You know? So it's just, it's so funny to see how so much has changed in really not that many years in the grand scheme
No.
of how long we've been people.
A generation or less than a
Right.
generation.
I want to point something out. We asked Cody how many years he's been with his girlfriend, and he kind of does this. He's kind of like, his reaction looked like this. He's like 8 years. Like he's really thinking about it fondly.
Yes.
Yes, Travis. How long you been married to Heidi? He's like,
Oh, God damn it.
I know how long I've been married. I don't know how old I am.
It feels
or
like-
how to do the math.
Yeah, it
feels like
math in his
37.
head is not his forte.
he starts having
Starts
like
twitching.
flashbacks and
But you also used
post-traumatic stress.
You also used to be able to buy a house for like 9 elderberries.
But you also,
That is true. But some pocket change, you'd be like,
But-
now I have a hoe.
you also used to raise a ton of kids in smaller houses
Yeah.
without as much bullshit. You know, we didn't think we needed to live as high on the hog.
Well,
Yeah, yeah.
kids now all have to have their own rooms.
Yeah.
Their own phone, their own
in the
car.
day, back in the day, they had a fucking triple bunk.
Yes.
And back in the day, you're like, no, those
Yes.
shoes are still good. Give them to your brother. Like,
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
know?
houses like where I used to work where Jeremy lives, Those houses raised a bunch of children. Now they're all considered small houses.
Yeah.
They're starter homes, or they're, like not Jeremy specifically, but there's area in there.
Yeah. Yep.
And you go down Cornell or some of those roads and you see the small houses. It's like they used to raise families out of these houses, and now it's just old people or startups.
My dad's family of 5 raised in a little house in Roosevelt Park.
The 10 kids that my dad came from, their house that they did that in was smaller than the one I live in with 2 kids.
And that's the problem. That's why they kept having kids, because every time you turn on, he bumped into the mom, and just next thing you know, pregnant.
Here it comes.
You know what I mean? I just walk by and she rubs against me. Oh, here we go.
Grit. The word grit was said, and the reality of it is, if we talk to our grandparents, and how
they think about us.
And it's so crazy because now, of course, I mean, we have the old man sitting here, but as we get older, like I'm sitting here going, wow, look at the younger generations and what the expectation is. And you know what? This motherfucker, he works from home and has a good life, a nice home. I imagine, never been invited, but
it's very nice.
Yeah, I'm happy for him. Like,
right.
I'm happy for him. But it is much different if you go back 2 generations, 3 generations, like crazy.
And even 1 generation, like I was saying before, and Trevor just posted, most people only needed 1 income before the 80s.
Yeah.
I grew up, my dad was a teacher, and my mom worked part-time, but she was mostly at home with us. 4 boys, 7 years apart, in full sports all year round.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's
on
my
a
house.
teacher's salary 40 years ago.
My dad owned a little insurance business in Roosevelt Park, and except my mom didn't work. My mom took voluntary layoff when she was pregnant for my sister. I was 8 years old, and never went back to work.
Wow.
Yeah, right? And my dad was the only one who worked too. My mom babysat in the house to get some extra money. But you look at the way we lived. We didn't go on vacations.
Yes.
We didn't go anywhere.
Well, that and shit, prices have gone fucking way up.
yeah.
Prices have gone up, but that's not only it.
And wages have not much.
My kids' parents
plays
have
a
been to
factor
Mexico
in it.
twice. My parents never went to Mexico ever. My parents never left the country.
I only know about Mexico because I've seen it on TV.
Hey, Trav, you going upstairs?
Yeah, what do you need?
In my green coat, in the front pocket is a vape battery. I'm dying. Yep. Thank you.
Just be careful coming down the stairs.
We grew our food in gardens. I mean, my dad had a garden. We did our own.
But
we had a garden too.
But don't act like that was like you grew your own. Yes, grew your own vegetables and you used them, but it wasn't like that wasn't your sole source of food.
Well,
y'all still got yourself a McDonald's burger.
It wasn't our sole source, but it was a big source because my mom canned, and every time she made freaking spaghetti, I had to crawl into the cellar down the stairs and get her a jar of things of spaghetti or of tomato juice so she could make the spaghetti.
I miss doing that. I need to do that again.
You would
crawl
miss
around
canning.
and crawl.
No,
Jesus
can.
Christ.
Oh.
Who even knows how to can now?
He's like, I miss crawling around in the crawl space.
I can.
Steve grew up on
No,
a
you
little
can't.
house on the prairie.
I didn't.
He did.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought a can's like a move on a BMX bike or a dirt bike. I thought that's what you were talking about.
I don't know. I'm
Talking
talking
about
about
can dance, the Roaring Twenties dance.
Yeah.
You remember what it's like to can. So my grandfather.
Can.
My paternal grandfather is 96 years old. My grandma's 94. They've been married for 75 years. And my grandpa weighs about 440. And my grandma weighs 118.
So she's on top.
So, yes. So,
Or just wheezes a lot.
Right. So, Grandpa falls a few weeks ago. Grandpa falls. And not a fall that he gets hurt.
Like
but
Steve down the stairs?
Yep, but slides off the edge of the bed. Grandma spends an hour and a half trying to get her up, finally calls 911. We go over and do a lift assist. I'm like, Grandma, what the fuck are you doing? I didn't say that because it's Grandma. But I'm like, what are you doing? She's like, well, he was like, Ruth, just pick me up under the arm and stand me up. So I tried. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? Yeah. Grandma, it took 3 of my firefighters to get him up. 3 of them. Because I delegated. I don't do it myself, despite your great picture of me spraying the hose. And so I'm like,
I didn't say you actually did that. I said if you did your job like you do Muskika, that's what would happen.
Right. So, and she's like, he took care of me. I stayed at home with the kids, and he took care of me for 75 years. Like, I owe him this. And I'm like, no, you don't owe breaking your own back trying to pick him up. Well, she is indebted
Grandma,
to him
you gonna shit
in
your
her
pants.
eyes. You know what I mean? Like, that's just how she waits on him hand and foot and makes every single meal. And like in the hospital, like he was calling, she got pneumonia and RSV like he had because she was in the hospital with him. She's at home sick, and he's calling like, well, why aren't you here? I need Jell-O. And I'm like, call the fucking nurse. Are you fucking kidding me? But that's even in the hospital. She was the one doting over him and doing all that because she feels obligated to do so because Grandpa paid the bills. You know, that's a weird fucking concept to us. Well,
not to me.
But you're a human piece of shit. So that's you're like a living Mr. Hanky the Christmas Pooh. So
I have no idea what's going on. I'm so happy.
But that is exactly how it was for them, and that's a strange concept for most of us.
Not only is it a strange concept for people for the generation now, is that it's not only is it strange to them that it happened, but it's almost offensive to them.
Right.
That they would even consider taking a page out of that book to help themselves.
Right. The problem is so many of those aspects of that life, they got thrown into the, well, we're getting rid of all of this. Well, no, you still have to have work ethic. You still have to, the whole pull yourself up by your bootstraps. People don't do that anymore. And now that's become an offense. Well, you just tell them they got to pull themselves up. Well, yeah, because there are people that aren't doing that.
Hell no, we fucking lose our jobs and yet still spend money on toys.
Who does that?
Some of us have jobs and still overspend on toys. It's
the little things in life.
That's also a generational
they
thing.
keep me going.
We have a
Exclusive
job,
to
we spend more money
unemployed.
on toys, yet my grandparents put all of their money in a mattress.
Yeah.
Because they lived through the Depression.
If I didn't have an ooh-it, I would be sad.
I have 3 of them. They're great.
Yeah, pretty great.
I need to find mine because I got shelves finally in my office to put some figures on. I got to find mine in the storage unit.
Well, luckily you have lunch boxes now for all your Glyos.
How would you rate
do.
the first hour of the show out of 10? Thanks, Cody. I'm gonna say 2.
-6.
I'm gonna say 2, and the only reason why I'm gonna say 2 is because I'm here.
Oh.
Christopher
nice.
Kelly says, I rate the first half only slightly better than when the machine broke halfway through my vasectomy.
What machine, Chris?
I believe him.
So people
Do you
don't
have
like
such
us.
nuts that
No,
used to have a machine?
was the machine.
No, he works at NASA, so he had a fancy vasectomy machine.
So people don't like us
nasectomy.
talking about the state of
Yeah.
the world.
They want to hear about toys, and they want to hear about Jeremy's unemployment.
No one said it.
No one actually replied to me.
Cauterization machine. I don't think they call it a machine, but I guess maybe they could.
Mine was a match. Doctor's like, okay. Martha,
I-
sharp pinch.
I took a play out of fucking Steve's playbook. I'm like, no, I'm not. I'm a man. I've got to spread seed.
That's
Fucking,
true.
You can take care of your shit.
Got to spread somewhere. Although,
Tom Clayton says, it's been better than the last few, but I'm 8 episodes behind.
Yeah. You're 8 episodes behind because they haven't been posted yet.
Is Travis
So-
taking a bath?
yeah,
So are
I
we
think
doing,
Travis was so bad, so bored.
Do we do toy drama or then toy news? I never remember.
It's toy news first.
Okay, toy news.
Here we go. Here
Let's
we go.
I brought some toy news because I was like, I'm going to try to help Jeremy out because he's been down on his luck lately.
Changing things up a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just in time, Travis, for toy news. And I even brought some.
Really?
I did. Well, Jeremy's been feeling blue lately, and I was like, I'm going to cheer him up and bring some toy news.
I know you said toy news, but
Because I love him.
I got a new. I have a new segment.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Welcome back.
It's like I was
Only
bored.
one with progress.
Are you sure?
It's called How Long Can I Be Gone Without Them Noticing?
Are you sure this shouldn't be a Patreon thing?
Can
Trev?
just it will. There's parts of it will become Patreon, but So here's my intention: we're gonna have parts of it that are main podcasts, and then boom, Patreon aspects.
What stuff?
Are you going to make somebody edit that? Because Steve clearly is not going to do it.
No, that's true. So here is the deal. I think
Christopher Kelly, fuck you. Why don't you go hang out with Maverick? You were one of my favorites, but you're really chapping my ass today, Kelly.
correct you on
Fucking
that?
He says Pete has some Glyos to show us that Jeremy bought 2 years ago.
And it upsets me because you're such a great hugger that you're making me feel this way about you. Because your
great
hugs are
dude.
magical.
Just a great dude.
And he's an astronaut.
Francisco Ramirez. This is great. Depression for Pete is having to eat regular Oreos instead of double stuffed.
You know what, though? Fuck you, Francisco.
He likes them that way.
No, I only buy thins. I like the cookie more than the cream. Because I'm a dipper.
The white stuff.
I think double stuff is a waste. And besides, that third grade class proved that's not actually double anyways.
How do you eat your Oreos?
With my mouth.
I dunk it in the milk.
Nope.
And then I put the whole thing in my mouth.
That's awesome.
That one, yeah.
You dunk it with your fingers?
Oh, so be a fucking asshole then. Ask me a question, I'll answer. Oh,
I'm sorry.
Wrong.
With a fork, baby. With
No.
a fork. You want to learn that?
Then you have to do dishes.
TikTok!
I've seen that. But
That's how I do it now.
That means
Yep.
that means that somebody in the house, I won't say me necessarily, will have to do more dishes. So
One dish. And if you just wipe the
I
fork
just
off.
dip my fingers. Oh
you
yeah.
just wipe the fork
I get to
off.
lick my.
Yeah, if you just wipe the fork off,
The
and
milky
stick
chocolate
it in
off
your
my
pocket,
fingers.
you're good to go.
I had an Oreo.
I know. What the fuck? Do they make sugar-free Oreos?
Please, okay, Trev.
All right,
Oh
Travis.
yeah, Travis has a segment.
Oh, we already forgot about it.
That's already done.
So I want to give you guys a quick insight as we move into this new segment.
I want to slow you down as we move along.
It needs to be introduced properly.
I am really excited about this new
You
segment
guys need
because
music for it?
this morning Travis said to us, "Hey guys, you need a water?" But yeah, cool. Or anything else? He goes, "I can make you a Jack and Captain." And so Travis has been drinking Jack and Cap all morning, so this ought to be entertaining as hell. Take it away, Mr. Bowles.
I do have to say that was a joke.
I did that on purpose.
Oh, okay.
Jesus, Freddie Mercury.
It's down there. It's down there on the ground like Steve.
It's getting heavy.
That's a callback.
The Captain Jack or Jack and Captain joke is a reference. Our friend Dave Hunt actually walked up to the bar and asked for that one time because he had one drink, and as you could imagine,
And
with
David
him,
does not drink.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
he's a lightweight.
That was all it took, and the bartender sat there looking at him, going, "Are you sure that's what you want?"
That's what you want. So David is one of those guys. Let's slow this down. And so David is one of those guys. We go see Mega 80s down in Grand Rapids.
Yeah.
That was a fucking
was a great
blast.
night.
That was a great night. And Dave looks at me in the middle of the concert and he goes, "Hey, gonna play some air guitar?" And then flicks me a goddamn guitar pick so I could fucking play air guitar. So good. So good.
Perfect.
So what you got, Trav?
All right, so I will say this is going to be a team effort. This is going to be something we're all going to discuss.
Oh, good, because Steve's a notorious team player.
I've also come up with some rules for when we have guests and Cody. I don't love that Cody doesn't have a mic, but that's okay. The goal here is it. I don't know if you guys are aware of this, but we are literally in the 10-year anniversary of My Wife Is Gonna Kill Me.
Well, 8 years for those of you that listen online.
So
And for our final show,
I feel like we should start a new segment called the Mount Rushmore of My Wife Is Gonna Kill Me. And what my plan is every week we will come up with a new topic, and this will float around the group. And today will be a very simple one that we all can just easily bust this out. We will save the super exciting ones for Patreon, because I think I think we could get a little dark.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's what I'm
But
talking about.
Francisco Ramirez right now is like,
yeah.
write this down, draw this
So the
down.
way this is going to work is the four of us, one of us is going to propose a topic. I will give the topic today, very simple, easy one. Our guests will have the presidential veto options. So the four of us will put a head on the Rushmore, okay? And then Kyle and Cody will decide if they think there is someone else that needs to go on there, and they can veto one of our choices. But that's for later on, because first we're going to discuss it and move forward.
So, Cody, we're going to veto Steve no matter what he says. Is that right?
I do feel like this is a very simple one today. I'm gonna.
God, hopefully it's simpler than your explanation.
I felt like that was really easy.
I understood it.
Trev.
I got
Okay.
it.
All right, thank you, smart guys. So here's how this.
No,
will
I
work.
got it. I just could have gotten it in half the words.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry, I'm rubbing off on him.
Sorry. I'll
You
try
wanna
to
tell
talk
us
less.
more about Dave Hunt?
Yep. So
Yeah, I do. Because Dave Hunt's amazing.
I love him too.
I want to be Dave Hunt when I grow up.
I love him too,
I've
but
said it a
you
million
know,
times.
I don't ever want to grow up.
So today's topic is the Mount Rushmore of Marvel Universe heroes. Okay, so the four of us are going to come up with that. It's a very simple one. Easy. We're going to come up with that. These guys are going to have the opportunity to veto us if they choose to. But I think that will promote some discussion. And I will start. Or should I go last? Okay, I'll go last because I've had the topic in my mind already. So
this has got to be. I mean, there's 4. I mean,
it's only 4. It's 4, and that's it.
And there's only 4 that make sense. Go ahead.
And there's 4 of us sitting here, plus our two presidential candidates.
Who's going first?
I'm waiting for Travis to announce it.
Yeah,
Jeremy, this is Mount Rushmore.
He's like, God damn it! I thought we were supposed to put all these heroes in the Grand Canyon.
Okay.
All right. So who'd like to go first? Let's go. You know what we'll do oldest to youngest on this one.
How about unemployed to employed?
That's the same as oldest to youngest.
And I think I'm the oldest.
You are the oldest.
I am oldest.
Oh, that's convenient.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Trav. Hit us.
What's your
idea?
I'll start with Spider-Man. Because I believe Spider-Man easy, no-brainer. You're going all the way back to Stan Lee.
he's kind of the face of Marvel, isn't he?
Without a
In a
doubt,
way?
right?
Would not have been on my Mount Rushmore.
Also understandable. Like I totally get it.
No, not
Yeah, I guess it
understandable.
depends on how you look at it. Is it like your personal Mount Rushmore or like in general?
Like if they were going to build a Mount Rushmore.
Guess what,
Right.
dude? It's your personal. You're
fair.
making it happen right here, and that's why there's also 2 people in the room that might say that's shitty.
So
All right.
who else is? So who's next? Who's older are you guys?
Me. It'd be me next, I think.
Yep.
Steve's gonna say Cap.
Yeah, he's gonna say Cap.
No, I don't think I am. I that was my first instinct,
Yep.
and I love Cap, and he might be my favorite.
Yep.
But I would have put Spider-Man in front of Cap. I would love to see Cap on there. But if I'm picking somebody that I think needs to be on it, I'm going to go Hulk. Because when I was a child, when I was a little boy, Spider-Man and Hulk were like the 2 that I knew from Marvel. They were like the 2, like, I didn't read the comics, but I knew about Spider-Man, knew about Hulk. You know, I don't know if that's because the Lou Ferrigno Hulk was on TV.
Yep.
I don't know why.
That
but
was me.
I
Yep.
remember the big toy box. It was like it was a round toy box, and it had the purple legs, the purple pants of Hulk, and then the top was this big like body, and his head was here, and you take it off, and my buddy had that. Hulk seemed everywhere.
I've never heard of that, but that sounds cool.
So I'm gonna say Hulk.
I like it.
I'm gonna have to go with Wolverine. Not initially, he wasn't huge, obviously, because he wasn't around as long as the other ones. But he has become damn near the face of Marvel in recent years, at least within the last 20.
And let's be honest, as soon as he was introduced, he
He
did
was just
become
cool.
Yes.
Yeah.
He did become a
Oh, look, it's a badass with blades coming out of his hands.
yeah.
And oh, look at that, he heals. Fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So haven't you guys like those 3 are like founding, right?
You know, I would not put
I wouldn't
Wolverine
say
as founding.
founding,
No.
It sounds
Wolverine
crazy.
was like in the 70s,
It-
right?
Which
Late
sounds
60s,
crazy
yeah,
to say
I
that.
think.
But I wouldn't say he is founding. It feels that way, but he's definitely not founding. Honestly, to me, 4 is hard when you start talking about Rushmore, which I loved. I thought it was perfect.
Yeah.
You know, there's 4 regular hosts. Like I just felt like that was the number. But Wolverine would not be. I mean, that's a tough one.
Yeah, if you go with classic, he's not even going to show up. But
Yep.
as far as his influence today on anything Marvel at all, I think he's pretty important.
He might be number 1.
Yeah.
I mean, if you start to talk about
He is the face of the X-Men now.
yeah, without a doubt.
So,
And he wasn't even an original in the X-Men.
no.
Yeah.
Nope.
What do you got, Pete?
So, you know, realistically, you guys said this, and I was like, okay, this is easy, because it's Cap, Hulk, Thor. It's my mind went Avengers.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
But I listen to you guys, and I go, oh no. If we're talking about building, we're talking about Marvel. Spider-Man makes perfect sense because Spider-Man is arguably the most standalone.
He may be the
Iconic.
most iconic.
You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
he's the
When
most
it comes to-
recognizable. Kids know fucking Spider-Man.
Right. So Wolverine, absolutely. He leads everything X-Men, and X-Men is such a huge portion of that now, and I think a lot of that ties back.
1974.
the Hulk is a big deal because Hulk was one of the first Marvel things that you saw outside of the world of comics. There was grown men that were watching this show about the Incredible Hulk.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So realistically, I have to put Cap on there. Because when I look at that, when you look at the founding fathers of Marvel, I'm going to go Cap because early on, World War II era, super soldier, did not have powers, was given powers, and, only does good and, the right of. I think Spider-Man gets you into the standalone universes. Hulk gets you outside of the comics. Wolverine gets you into the whole side of the X-Men. I think Cap brings you and keeps you kind of in the universe, rooted into kind of where it all started. So I have to say Cap.
Okay.
Good choice.
I'd say it's pretty obvious. One huge missing.
I would not have put either of yours on there. That my knee jerk, Spider-Man and Wolverine weren't on there.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Understandable.
And you have to go back farther. And
Right.
in the MCU, the last 15 years have dominated most thought.
Right.
Your
Which
brain
is
says
Iron Man, Thor,
Cap,
Hulk,
The
and
Avengers.
Cap.
Yeah.
The Avengers. But the Avengers were
That's a
pop-
little piece of the puzzle. Is
That's
all it
the thing,
is.
though, too, is I didn't find out until recently. I think I was watching a documentary on whoop.
We're falling apart.
going down the stairs.
I thought he slammed the table out of anger.
What did you say about Cap?
Yeah, but if you're talking about like starting the movies and everything.
Yes, and that has the big influence.
The movies have brought Marvel to a lot of fucking the forefront of people's minds.
Probably wouldn't be.
I didn't find out until in the last year or so that Iron Man wasn't as big as he is.
No.
As he is now.
No.
So
Nobody gave a
Yeah.
shit about Iron Man.
No.
I didn't even know.
There was a handful of people
But
that did,
to Pete's
but
a comment earlier about people growing up with the TV shows, they had a Captain America TV show.
and a
was a
Spider-Man
movie.
And they had it.
Was it a
Spider-Man
show
TV
or is it a
no,
movie?
it was a TV show. It was a TV show. Reb Brown, I think it was Jeb or Reb Brown, played Captain America, and then they had a Spider-Man TV show.
Yeah,
that
I've
did
seen
very
that.
well. I
Not to mention
if I was to veto, it would probably be Wolverine, only because now that I'm thinking about all of it, it probably would be Wolverine if I was to veto. But I don't have a problem with that list at all. And
you're saying you put Iron Man in that
no,
place?
no.
Oh,
Doom.
He said heroes, though.
Heroes.
Oh, heroes. You said heroes. It wasn't just named Marvel characters?
No, heroes.
All right. Well, then that
would be another Mount
probably
Rushmore.
would keep it as is. Now, I am Team Tony. I am Team Iron Man in the MCU.
that made me love
But
Iron Man.
I understand.
So-
I understand the going all the way back. So I would be okay with that Mount Rushmore.
Fair.
I look at it as one of my biggest introductions to the Marvel Universe were the Marvel cards that came out in
Yep.
when I was like 7th, 8th grade or something like that.
Yep.
Loved them.
And I think of the characters I learned about because of those cards.
Yes.
And Iron Man is one of them I learned about because of those cards. He wasn't on my radar, but the reason I picked Hulk is because Hulk I did already know about.
He was on your radar.
Spider-Man I already did know about, but he took him. So I was like, that they seem to be the biggest influential.
If
ones
Pete
to
wouldn't
me.
have said Cap, I'd have thrown you all under the bus. I mean, Cap is Cap, period.
I
Whether it's
love Cap.
MCU,
My
whether it's
favorite.
cartoons, whether it's comic books, it's Captain America. Period.
I cannot wait to hear who Cody vetoes on this.
Right. If Cody vetoes.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I would like to see Iron Man on there for sure.
and you, Cody, you have the option to eliminate one person. That's part of the fun of this.
And they leave the show.
Yeah, Cody's not on mic yet.
Whoa, man! I'm
Cody
glad
wasn't says-
I missed. Woo!
Cody goes and they leave the show.
He thinks he can eliminate one of us.
Ooh, that would be a funny one to hear who Cody picked.
I think I'm probably on the same page Cody was if I was going to veto. I'm okay with it.
King's wearing his dad's outfit.
I see
Is
that.
he naked?
No, just underwear.
Oh.
A little overdressed for his dad.
Well, he had company over.
I mean, I think that is a really good list that you guys did already. I I would probably just want Iron Man over Wolverine.
Cody says Iron Man over Wolverine.
But that's not. I agree with your list. I'm not vetoing anyone.
Really?
No veto though.
No veto.
Yep. No veto.
Wow.
Iron Man's 1A.
How crazy is that Iron Man and Thor? Like, to me, that's the hard part, right? You're coming up with 4, and Iron Man is like, anyone here could have said Iron Man, and I said, yep, no problem, totally get it.
I would have still chosen Iron Man over Thor.
I would take Iron Man over
personally.
Thor,
Yeah.
but I don't think he belongs. If there's only 4 spots, I don't think Iron Man's there for me.
Yeah.
The hard part for me is the Iron Man Hulk, and I pick Hulk. I love Hulk. Hulk's
Hulk's your guy.
But that Iron Man Hulk is a
It could be a toss-up
Yep.
there, too. I could see that.
and
but
to be honest, even Cap. Cap is a tough one too.
No.
I totally get that. I would pick
I
Cap.
think-
I'd pick Cap over Iron Man every day.
For me, I think Hulk would have been like if you would have asked me this 20 years ago.
Oh,
I
yeah.
think Hulk would have
That's
definitely been one of
where
my
we're at, though.
choices.
Yeah.
But now not as much because he's kind of been downplayed over the years.
Yep.
But yeah, as far as like when I was a kid, like you just Hulk, yeah, big fucking angry, kicks
Oh,
some
yeah.
ass, like that's fucking cool.
Oh,
you knew
yeah.
who Hulk was, even if you didn't read comics.
If
Exactly.
they didn't do the MCU and make these characters as popular as they are, making Iron Man the most popular
But I
Marvel character, I mean, next to Spider-Man.
See, but that is also when you do a list like this, which I mean, come on, this is simple, and this can go a lot
But
of
just
different
like
realms.
Pete was saying, his brain automatically goes to what's here and now and what we've had
Right.
imprinted
Dude,
in us.
And that's
pre-MCU
reality.
Thor to me is the silliest fucking thing ever.
Exactly. Yep.
I think his suit's stupid. His helmet's stupid.
Yep, the way he talked was
my,
dumb.
My Thor MCU, now because I enjoyed the MCU, I went back and read Thor Max, Ennis's run where he was like,
Oh, that's even newer, though, than...
But that was amazing, but like the pre... Like the growing up 60s, 70s, whatever, that Thor, I thought it was a ridiculous character.
Yeah.
But
You know?
part of like doing something like this is it isn't just about who you loved as a kid.
Right.
It is the Rushmore of these characters.
Yes,
Well,
over time.
when
and
you
to
look
now.
at the real Mount,
And that's
Rushmore,
why Wolverine's on it.
The real
If
Mo-
you took out Wolverine before 20 years ago, it's okay, Steve. It's okay. Just give me a second. Wolverine wouldn't be on the list. Wouldn't even be a discussion. All right,
Well,
Steve,
for
go
sure.
ahead.
The real Mount
So-
Rushmore. It doesn't have modern presidents on it. It's
True.
got the building blocks of what started the nation.
We'll see.
Name them.
The presidents?
Name the 4 presidents that are on Mount
Lincoln,
Rushmore.
Jefferson, Washington, and Carter.
Franklin.
No.
Roosevelt.
Which
So-
one?
Teddy.
Attaboy.
So
Franklin couldn't get up there because of the wheelchair.
it's kind of like people do this. I see these all the time. Maybe this is where you got the idea. They do this with wrestling all the time. Who's on your Mount Rushmore of wrestling?
Wrestling, yeah.
Hulk Hogan's almost always
let's
on it.
not- okay,
He has
can
to
we
be.
st- I don't want to go into wrestling. Wrestling is dumb.
But the point I'm trying to make is Hulk Hogan is not popular right now. But everybody puts.
I would
You
put
know,
him on there. He's a pile of
honestly,
shit, but I put him
after
on it.
watching that documentary, Vince McMahon needs to go up there because when you've got enough clout to shit on a woman's head while she's getting railed by Brock Lesnar and then leave and
think any of that's
shower,
true. Well,
leave and shower because you're like, poop is gross, and you make her keep the poop on her. I mean, that's Rushmore quality. So
The evil Mount Rushmore.
that's the accusation, at least.
I think
That wasn't
I-
in the documentary,
I think
but
Lesnar
yeah.
has been.
Exonerated?
Yeah, I think so. I don't know what Vince has done though.
But but it's funny because let's be honest, because I mean this, and maybe I'm ruining another topic for another day by saying this, but all of that discussion that just came from Marvel and the debate and listeners are agreeing with us or disagreeing with us. So now flip the script. DC, there's no argument. There's no depth on the DC side. You've got Batman. You've got the Joker. You've got Superman.
Yes.
Yeah. That's what I just said, Cody. If you were listening, I said this might ruin another topic.
But I'm going to do it anyway.
There's no, but
Oh,
there's
we
no
can bust that one out quick.
There's
but
no depth.
There's no depth.
Yeah, but Joker isn't a bad. I would say he's a hero.
Sorry.
Hero.
So
yeah.
you've got Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman,
I think it actually gets
Flash.
hard after 3.
Flash.
Oh, Flash.
You know,
yeah.
and you go okay, and everybody's yeah, that works, and then you move on.
Yeah,
you
it's
know,
pretty quick and
there's no
easy.
debate
discussion.
there. There's It just goes to show the quality of
I mean,
Marvel over
would-
DC.
is
Mike
there
Smith.
Is there anyone here that would say
I would love to disagree with Batman because Batman sucks, but I can't because he's so popular.
he's amazing? Yeah, and,
Yeah.
and he is. It is an amazing character.
No.
Some iterations are absolutely amazing. Some
Yeah.
are dog shit.
Of course.
Alfred, would my parents be proud of me? You know what I mean? As he's riding a plane into the ground. Come on.
I just want to see a Pete Holmes Batman movie.
That would be
Especially after
So
some of
good.
the recent shit that he's been putting out. God damn,
You
it's
got
cool.
my dick.
You know, I
stabbed you first.
I only just recently put together who he is. Like, I knew his comedian. I knew the Batman.
Yeah.
Didn't know they were the same guy.
The same guy.
His last stand-up was pretty good.
So, how do you guys feel about this segment? The My Wife's Gonna Kill Me, Mount Rushmore.
I think I enjoyed it.
Yeah,
It's great because you can go bad guy, good guy.
Oh yeah, you can mix it up a lot.
Yeah, you could. Yeah.
I want to throw just a minor teaser out there. Like, you guys should get on Patreon because just so everybody is aware, okay, topics that I plan to bring to the table in the future on the Patreon side are serial killers, porn stars. Okay, we're gonna get into it.
I like it.
So get on Patreon.
That's
Boom.
that's where the fun will be.
Yep. $25 people only though. So
Bump
step it up.
Bump it up.
I'm kidding. There's no $25 tier.
Toy news.
Yeah. Hey, hit me with some toy news. Code Man. I love Code Man. You want to write step by step. That's why I like to call him Code Man.
That's what I think of.
Yep.
Code man.
Yep. So this is a 9-inch Jack Skellington figure that I just think was I thought was super cool. None of the other pictures allowed you to save because it was done as a video. You know what I mean? So like it automatically played them, so you couldn't actually get the good photos, and I didn't want to mess with too many screenshots. So, but this is coming out. This is NECA, and I just thought it was super cool. I've fallen in love with The Nightmare Before Christmas because of Susu, my youngest daughter. She's absolutely obsessed. So we do a lot, like her whole room is themed in Jack and Sally, and so I've just kind of fallen in love with the characters just kind of through her. And it's kind of funny for me too because it meets kind of my rebel qualities, because like when I was in school, the school sent a letter home to all of the families warning them about this movie.
What, really?
Yes,
What, really?
because it's not a kid's. It's billed as a
Dark.
kid's Christmas movie, and it's dark and it's scary, and I wasn't allowed to watch it.
Wow.
And now my daughter, she's 10 now, but since she's been 4 or 5 years old, it's been her favorite movie. Absolute favorite movie. And that's why she's obsessed with Wednesday, and she loves the kind of the dark gothic stuff. And
Yeah,
so,
my granddaughter's kind of like that too. Into some of the darker Beetlejuice and shit like that.
Oh yeah, Beetlejuice, she loves that. So like last year for the Daddy Daughter Dance, which they just changed to the Princess Ball because single moms deserve to come too. She actually
Maybe
dressed
if she
like
wasn't
Wednesday.
single, she would
You know what I
come
mean?
once in a while.
But so that's available on NECA. I believe that it's open for pre-order. So I thought it was a super cool figure, and it looks exactly like him. And being 9-inch scaled, obviously it's not going to fit with a bunch of other stuff.
That's
but
pretty damn big. I've been seeing
So-
some like at like Meyer and shit like that.
yeah,
too.
they're the in this the 6-inch-ish scale. Yeah. So this I put this one on here because this is
Is this the giant one?
this is
this is a
this is
1-to-1
life
scale?
size.
Yep.
Yeah.
This is wrong.
Yes, it is.
So this is Abigail, I believe.
No,
from
this is Megan.
Megan. I'm sorry. So this is the. Oh, I see. I thought it was the movie. I thought this was the vampire kidnapping movie. It's not that from that.
No,
movie?
this is the robot AI
Serial.
that ends up going rogue and killing people.
Okay. Either way, this is 55 inches tall. It's $494. There is no reason that any company should create a life-size child character. Like this is just asking for trouble.
You know what? Maybe though. Look on the other side. Maybe if they do that, it might save some other people.
Wow.
Yeah.
NECA, you fucked up. This is
Know what I'm
this is
saying?
not appropriate.
Nope.
Know what
it's
I'm saying?
not.
I think it saves
If,
people.
if my dad brought that home to me, I'd be
If you
like,
could
"Oh,
divert
this is
the
cool,
attention."
Dad. Can I borrow your drill?
Right. So
Army build.
Cody said Trav
So-
wants to army build.
So yeah, it's 500. It's $500. I took these screenshots just so I could verify the height and the price in case I didn't remember.
What?
Life size Megan doll. It's a 1-to-1 replica. So yeah, it's 55
She's a robot.
inches tall.
She's a robot. So
And it's up for pre-order on NECA. So if you are sick, twisted, and/or perverted, jump on there with your credit card or your mom's credit card if you're Steve. So
Felipe, I'm with you.
this right here, Mask. I have not seen a ton
Oh,
other than the announcements that the loyal subjects
wasn't
have
even
taken
aware of
over the
this.
mask license. And we are being told that in 2025 we are going to get new mask toys.
Francisco, I see you, bro.
That was great. That's a great comment.
He says, makes sense. Pete would discover and fall in love with a 20-year-old movie that Jeremy's brought up multiple times.
I have no idea what it is.
Just let it be funny. Okay?
You know what I'm talking
you don't
about? Nightmare Before Christmas.
Just laugh and we'll move on.
Yep. Okay, moving on.
We're not talking about Megan.
Nope. No, that wasn't.
Is Megan a 20-year-old movie?
No,
we're talking
Nightmare
about
Before
Nightmare
Christmas.
Before Christmas.
Oh, okay. Sorry, Francisco. I got really confused there for a second.
I see you, bro.
So yeah, mask. I don't think we'll actually see any toys in 2025 because just based on knowing what we know of toy companies, if they're announcing it now, I don't know if we'll have toys in our hand in 25. But yeah. So if anybody has any additional details that I'm not aware of,
So they're going to be 6-inch?
I don't believe so. They're
No.
talking vintage scale.
Oh, okay.
Is what I read.
That's
I
too
was
bad.
going to say, because this line is based on basically the vehicles.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
this is all about the vehicles.
If you were to
the
do,
figures
I
are
mean,
only
you're looking
what?
at like G.I. Joe size fucking vehicles.
Yeah, no,
I
we're
mean,
talking.
I would take 4-inch scale. I
What
wouldn't
are-
even. I'd
yeah.
be okay with. Oh, there's
What
Jeremy.
is what are these 2.25s or 175s?
They're 2-inch, 2.25. I think you're right, Pete.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know exactly, but
But
they're-
this hits all the nostalgia. This to me this hits me way harder than Joe does. You guys obviously in the classified, it's bringing back all that nostalgia, and you're getting it as an adult. This hits harder for me than Joe does. And I've heard more than one person say, if we've asked them, if you could get any new version of a toy from your childhood, Mask has been at the top of a lot of people's
Which is
lists.
crazy because I didn't think it was that popular. I mean, I knew
It's
it,
not.
but I know a bunch of
No,
stupid shit from the 80s, so.
It is.
It's not that popular.
Yeah.
it is. I would say it was popular. It is not
It's
Transformers,
not
G.I.
It's a
Joe.
lot-
Joe. Ninja
It's a lot
Turtles.
more niche popular.
It's bigger than Silverhawks. It's bigger than.
Okay, so,
It's bigger than a-
if
it's
they do
bigger-
retro toys, how well do you think they're going to do?
Scott, the date on the article is
Well,
September.
that was a question I was going to have for you guys because I'm not exactly sure what else Loyal Subjects has done.
Loyal Subjects did the 4-inch giant head Marvel or Masters of the Universe figures and
Well, yeah,
in the
tons of different.
boxes.
They
Tons
done
of
a ton.
Oh, like
Yeah.
blind box stuff.
They did G.I. Joe.
Yeah.
Okay, but they didn't but they didn't do any like highly articulated or anything. It was the
That was gonna be-
cartoony stuff.
Am I
Mike-
wrong? But isn't that best action stuff Loyal Subjects?
I think it is, and that stuff is garbage. The best action stuff is garbage.
Jeremy's like, I like it.
I mean, I like some of it. A little bit of it, you know. I got some Napoleon Dynamite from there.
Well, if it's garbage, it's the first thing it has to have going for it for him to like it anyway.
Yeah. I'm going to look into that more. I was not aware of that, Pete. That's
So, okay, okay, guys. So
Best
here we
Action's
go.
got a bunch of turtle stuff.
If they put out mass stuff, but it's like exact replicas of
No.
the stuff you had as a child, who here is buying?
Not
Hey,
me.
what toy news did I grab from last year? Ooh, wit. Say out of the
that
fucking
article,
chat.
that article you just put up about Mask, that's from September.
Well, I'm sorry.
I didn't
This is
call
what I
you
get
out.
for trying to help.
I was commenting on what somebody else said, and I, didn't,
want to help.
and I didn't bring it up in the mic.
Help me! I'm gonna shit on you in the chat.
September was only.
What's
4
your
years
new
ago.
job, Jeremy? Being a fucking hypocrite? Okay.
No, Trav. Unless they bump to 4 inches minimum, I'm out.
No, I responded. I wasn't.
Yeah, okay,
Look above mine. Scott Baker. These were announced last year. I was merely responding to that.
Sorry.
Wait, is this?
Sorry for trying to help.
Did
months
Pete,
ago. 4 months
did Pete
ago.
send this?
No.
Oh, okay.
Yes, I did.
Yes, he did. Fuck.
I can't believe you did that, Pete. That sale was last Thursday. Get with the fucking times, you piece of shit.
No, you could just go into my messages, and I totally clipped out the fucking bullshit along the top. I made it look more presentable.
Oh, well, yeah.
So
I think we actually
Somebody
already-
had more time.
I think we actually
So-
already had that as toy news at one point.
Who's buying the mass stuff? It's exact replay.
No, I'm not.
It's,
I don't.
it's
need
got. I mean, obviously, there's a lot of variables because we got to talk about pricing and what have you. But I would love to have me a fucking rhino, straight up, and that would be the thing that I would go after first. And I would have to think that's got to be one of the early things they do. I don't know how you can do Mask and have the rhino be like wave 3.
Don't you have
know?
the Rhino?
I do.
But if they redid it,
Fuck yes.
Same thing, you would buy
Goddamn
it.
right. Yes, I absolutely would. So I would quit my job just so I have enough money to buy toys.
So
Hell yeah.
So
if they give us like a new Rhino that's the exact same size and stuff,
Yeah.
I'm not interested.
Right.
If they were to do maybe even 4-inch figures with more detailed, cooler vehicles,
Articulation.
I might be into it. Possibly.
did any of you guys ever even really get into Mask as
Oh, yeah.
kids? Did you?
I
Okay.
had the
I
Rhino.
did not. I was not like
watched the
crazy. I
cartoon.
had probably 3 of them, and I fucking loved them.
Yeah, I had the helicopter, motorcycle helicopter.
Everybody
Yeah,
did.
the dragonfly?
everyone definitely had that one.
That was about it.
I had the
Dragonfly,
Condor.
wasn't it?
Condor, huh?
That was, they called that the motorcycle helicopter was a dragonfly, wasn't it?
No, that's a G.I. Joe helicopter.
Isn't that the
I
Condor?
brought in that was this big.
No, the Condor is the black, like Trans Am, isn't it?
I thought it was the helicopter motorcycle.
Oh no, the Raven is the black Trans Am.
And I had Vampire too.
Which one was that?
The red motorcycle the bad guy had with Floyd Malley. He had this helmet that his blonde hair was popping up
Okay.
through his helmet. It was like a bagger motorcycle that turned into a jet.
Yeah,
A lot of people have.
Condor's the green. Yep.
And I had the quad. That was one of my favorites. It's called the Buzzsaw, maybe. Front end would open up, and this big
Buzzsaw
saw arm would come out of it.
Yeah.
Man, anything with the name Buzzsaw was cool.
And I had Goliath.
What else had the name of Buzzsaw?
Oh, yeah, Goliath.
That
That was series 2. wasn't it?
Silverhawks.
I think so. Isn't that what it's
I was a
called? That's
Buzzbore
with the
guy.
race car, right?
Buzzbore.
No, I thought Goliath.
Anything with
oh,
Buzz.
I was thinking Goliath was the
Home Alone.
Buzz off.
Maybe
gas
I'm wrong.
tanker. I could be wrong on that.
Maybe I
too.
have the wrong name too. I had the one that was the race car hauler and the race car haul.
Oh yeah, I can't remember.
Listen, if they make 6
I had a
inch,
bunch of. If they did 6-inch, it'd be great.
I buy every one.
Yeah, and I would do it at 4-inch just because they'd be bigger.
But
the amount of tooling that goes into the 4
I
and
would
6
not.
inch, yeah,
If they did 6-inch figures with no vehicles, I don't see
no,
the
it
point.
would have to be
Vehicles,
vehicle based.
too.
Right.
So you're looking at
It's a vehicle
you're
baseline.
looking at the motorcycles being, same size, a little bit bigger than the
$100. A figure and an articulated motorcycle that transforms is going to be $100.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
that is true.
their transformations were not like Transformers transformations.
Yeah, well,
No.
you'd have wings and the.
I understand what you're
front
saying.
But are they going to update
That's why I
them?
liked them more. They were like click, click.
Yeah, just push the button.
And they would have to do that. Whether they did anything more is different, but they would have to minimally do what they did previous.
Mask is a fun line, but if it's not updated, if it's not different, I have no desire
no.
to own it.
Because I still have all my old mask stuff, and it's great.
Yeah, I actually had quite a few because I had the Firecracker, the Jackhammer, the Rhino, and the Thunderhawk from the first wave. And then I had the Hurricane, the classic 50s Chevy-looking
Yep.
car,
Yeah.
the Stinger from Wave 2, and the Raven from Wave 2.
Firefly, Vampire was the one.
Yeah, yep. I didn't have. I don't remember ever
Slingshot.
having one of the motorcycles.
Bullet was one of my favorites. This was nice Buzzard because the sides broke off the car.
I was right about Goliath. This
Yeah,
is a
you were
race
right.
car hauler.
You were right. Then you
Mask-
started getting
Mask
into
was an
Series
amazing
3 and
line.
stuff.
Yeah, I didn't have
And it had a
anything
great
out
theme
of Series
song.
1 and
Oh,
2.
One of the greatest things.
That was a fun. It was a fun cartoon too.
The race car hauler was so cool. I know I'll go back to that, but
The Outlaw.
the thing it was a truck and it was a flatbed that hauled Matt Tracker in his race car, and it was like an F1, or is that what they call those? Open wheel
Like an Indy car.
supercars,
The F1 Formula 1.
Yeah, Formula One car. And you could rock it back, pull the ramps down, so now it was a ramp to launch it into the air. And when you took the car and ran it up the ramp, there was a little catch on it that would catch the car and pop the wings out in the race car, so you could
Turn it
launch
into
it
a plane.
wow, and then pop.
That's
No,
cool.
man,
The
it was-
fucking playability is amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was an amazing toy line.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah. So hopefully we'll see some cool stuff from that.
All right, that's all that I have because everything else is Glyos and Jeremy's already hurt. So no, his pictures are better. He cut off the website at the top. So
Don't even do mine. Just fucking do whatever you want. I don't care.
So this is a Moskon reveal from Carver Customs, and I wanted to share it because it's amazing. I mean, it's fucking stupendous.
I want it.
So it's a kick-ass portal, and so update for Moskon. Carver Customs will have at least one of these available for purchase at his table.
awesome.
Super awesome. Yeah, I love it.
Be really cool to have him there with his cool stuff.
So that's the badge art if you want to share that. So vendor badge art for MesquiCon.
I like it.
Looks absolutely awesome. So done by God, I never remember his name. Pretty talented guy.
Some loser.
So
Pretty talented guy.
the most lovable loser I've ever met. So
To be fair, all I did was take what they had and redraw it.
well,
Well,
but
you
it's
killed
exactly what we were looking for.
You
So,
killed it.
But yeah. So
Did you have the badge art for the mythical?
I do. I didn't know if that was the final or not.
Oh, okay. All right.
So-
We'll wait.
Well, we can even if it changes a little bit, it's still fucking awesome. I just didn't want to. I didn't want to unveil it unless you were done. But I'm gonna unveil it.
You mentioned it earlier. That's why I brought it back up.
Origins just dropping some more of these heavy hitters, huh?
Or yeah, because Origins isn't in the store anymore. What they've done is they've taken the cartoon collection, like the cartoon versions, they are now considering those Origins. So like it's in wave 20, 30, whatever the fuck wave it is now, but all of a sudden it's cartoon collection. And they've taken all of these, the original ones, which have not all been released yet, and they're throwing them up on Mattel Creations. And this was supposed to be released, I think January 6th or some shit
I'm
like
assuming
that.
then charging more for them as well.
No, but you now have to pay, shipping and whatnot,
Yeah.
so you can't just find it on the fucking shelf.
Is G.I. Joe still in the stores?
Yeah.
It is? Okay.
Barely.
So Origins isn't at all in the stores anymore?
Just the cartoon stuff.
Okay.
There was when
and
I
even
was
that's rare.
when I was there yesterday. I made a comment to Amanda. I was like, "Remember walking down these aisles and you helping me like go through the legends and go through and like there's just nothing.
No.
There was two Tilas from
The cartoon
one of the
collection,
Netflix
yeah.
stuff or whatever.
Yeah.
There was a few turtles from the Seth Rogen turtles.
And they got some of the retro ones.
Yeah, and there
but-
was like a Baxter Stockman retro, and that was it. That was the entirety of the action figures.
I swear Chris Kelly made a post about this about a year or two ago that get ready. Like the things
No, I'll bring it up. Let me bring it up next show so everybody can insult me for bringing up old shit.
He
that
said
instead?
get ready that like what you see on the shelves is going to be much different.
Well, he works at NASA.
He knows.
So yeah,
Dude's been to space.
So yeah, Rio Blast is gonna go on sale on Tuesday, the 21st, which is Laura's birthday, by the way.
Nice.
Yeah, she's gonna be 40.
When is that?
The 21st.
Okay.
This is just some teaser art done by old Kevin Eastman for the TMNT Unmentionables, which was like a comic in the original Mirage run. And it's just a silly little story, and they're all in fucking...
They look like bank robbers. They look like bad guys. Is it like a what if type thing?
They basically go out and like solve a crime of someone who like stole a giant fucking cow, but it's not a real cow. It's like a fucking statue. And it's
Like
it's
that's
really
what's
dumb.
in the back there.
But
Okay.
there's the actual comic book cover.
So like old school detective noir,
like
like
Untouchables.
Kind of like gangster, yeah, like
Like
the Untouchables,
Untouchables.
yeah.
weird.
So, yeah, looks like they're going to be
Turtles
doing a
with Tommy
4-pack of-
guns seems weird.
Oh, they use guns in those comics. They kill, motherfucker. Also, they're doing the update. I can't read any of that, but they're doing an update. Like we've seen the 4 turtles, like the vintage Playmates looking ones, but they put more articulation in them, but don't give them ankle rockers, which is stupid.
This is Origins. Turtles.
Yeah, essentially.
Sort of.
I cut the web addresses off because I'm cooler, but I'm going to give you all Chinese.
Found it on
Perfect.
Red Note.
Perfect.
Yeah, so it looks like they're doing. He obviously Shredder is not in his little hunched over pose, so he's going to be a little more articulated. We got Rocksteady. He doesn't look too much different from the vintage toy. Shredder looks obviously a lot
It's gonna be
different.
5-inch scale.
Yeah, like original scale. So yeah, 4.5.
It's
5
metric
inch.
if it's Chinese.
Does that even have
Oh,
knee?
it says it right there at the bottom.
Does he
I'm
what?
sorry.
Does he have knee articulation? I can't can't see.
It looks
Yes,
like
Yeah, you
those,
got the articulation. Yeah.
Yep. And this looks like they're doing some Last Ronin stuff. I know they did the actual Last Ronin figure himself in Playmate style, but it looks like they're going to continue that. And it's just garbage, so we don't need that. And I don't know if this is just a
That's
reissue of the vintage mutant module or if this is like an update or something, but it looks exactly like the vintage one, so I'm just assuming, just like all the other stuff, the retro stuff you're seeing on the shelves right now, it's just another one of those. Probably different scale though, because I know like the Technodrome is actually the one that they just put out is actually smaller than the vintage one.
Really?
Yeah. So
So
I guess we'll see.
There's a warehouse somewhere that just is full of like molds and shit of.
I guess.
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
they just go into the warehouse. and
Like,
pull out a box
hey,
and-
we can make
Yeah.
some money off these ships.
Right.
I'm not sure that works like that. Because they say that if they don't use the molds for quite a long time, they get ruined.
Well, they
Why?
have. Well, I don't know if they put out
That's
the
just
mutant
what
module again, but they've been putting out like those vintage turtle figures like every 5 years. All of a sudden, it's like, 20-year anniversary, and it's the 4 original turtles again, and
Maybe.
30-year anniversary. Fucking
And I understand 30 years ago they weren't scanning, physical objects.
Right.
But now,
Yeah, right.
now you can make
Right.
a mold, scan it, and reprint it in the same day,
and so
and throw the original mold out.
and this looks to be the exact vintage sewer playset. So I guess they're going to be re-putting that out.
Plus,
as well.
somewhere there's got to be paper. There's got to be something on hard copy.
Yeah.
That shows them how to at least make the mold. I mean, nobody just poured it into a,
So
metal.
these are nice if you either don't have your old ones complete or you just don't have them at all or whatever. I don't see the point in getting it if you already have it, but what the fuck do I know? Moving on, this is like one of the more exciting things for me.
Ooh, Pete, look, it's from January.
Oh, that's how you do toy news? It has to be in the same month?
Of what year?
It doesn't matter, Jeremy,
yesterday.
because anything that's been mentioned in
ago.
the last 8 episodes would have been new to the listeners because they haven't heard anything from the beginning of December. So we
Well,
could have
except
repeated
for the
all that
people
shit
that
for
are
them.
except for the people that are live with us.
Oh, the ones that are all being mean to me? Yeah, fuck them all.
At least you don't get butthurt. RoboCop: The Villains of Old Detroit by
Jesus, you
Jesus
got cream
fucking
for that?
shit toys. JFS Toys. I don't know what that stands for. It's a new toy company.
Yeah.
So they're kicking off their offerings with a series of highly sought after characters from the movie RoboCop. I don't know if that's true, but I like them.
They're all bad guys, Trav. You're going to
Yeah.
have to get these.
I've been wanting a Red Foreman action figure.
That's-
for
That's what I'm
years.
saying. Yeah,
Maybe the
like-
best Red Foreman
Yeah.
action figure.
And also they're showcasing a Toxic Emil 1/4 scale statue. Who was the guy who got hit with the
Crashed into the
crashed into the
the
toxic
vat.
waste.
Help me!
So yeah,
Get off me, man!
so right now they're just showing off some box art and some unpainted prototypes, but I don't know, they're looking pretty cool. It
look
looks like I
pretty
didn't
good,
snap
yeah.
that one down. There's that statue of the help me.
The CGI was so good in that movie.
I miss stop motion animation. Do you guys want to fuck? Hey, everybody.
Reminds me of Travis at a party.
That's how I usually feel.
Oh,
Yeah, especially when he's-
pantaloons.
Can you? I can't do the voice, but can you say, "Can somebody get me a jack and cap"?
Can somebody give me a jacket cap? And then my ass you can tap.
And then immediately Jeremy starts masturbating because he started to jack his cap, his little mushroom cap.
It comes a little stand. So I think that's fun. That'll probably be too much money for me, but
Oh, that's great. They come in like the VHS.
yeah, they look
looking
like
boxes.
VHS.
Oh, that's so
the
good.
packaging.
The guy in the would be like the pinkish red box, the standing up one. It's so funny to me that when I discuss people with you, like you guys remember them from one thing, and to me they're somebody completely different. Like to me, that's Dalton Vaughn. You know the in the chase with Jesus Christ, Charlie Sheen. Christy Swanson's
Christy
dad.
Swanson.
Yeah.
You know, that's what.
Oh, no shit.
Oh,
See, and I didn't even know.
He's in this movie. He's in RoboCop.
He's in Twin Peaks,
So-
too. Yeah, he's in all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
That guy just died. R.I.P.
Steve, man.
Some pretty good villains, man, and they look pretty damn good. I'm curious to see what they look like with the actual good paint job on them. But mind if I zip or zip up? Some of the funnest villains of the '80s, man. That looks just like that motherfucker too. There we
That
go.
looks like Red.
There we go. Clarence Boddicker.
He's looking.
My shotgun's gonna meet with your ass.
Bobby, can you fly?
He's got to be smart.
Bobby?
Bitches leave.
Bitches leave, yeah. Oh, God.
Moving on.
Flavor Flav.
McFarlane Music Maniacs Flavor Flav. The revived Music Maniacs line continues today with its very first hip-hop star, Flavor Flav. Don't know if he comes with that big bitch that was on... what was that?
Stallone's ex?
When they all lived in the house together.
Oh, my God.
Bridget.
Nielsen?
Yeah.
Bridget Nielsen, right?
Yeah. Nielsen. But there he goes with his big old
That's a huge
clock
bitch.
hanging from him. So if you want a Flavor Flav, there you go. Yeah, boy.
He was literally just the hype man, right?
I mean, I don't know. I didn't really listen to him, but yeah, I think so. I don't know if he actually rapped.
Well,
did he?
That's what I'm saying. I don't think he did. He was like the '80s Lil Jon. What?
Yeah.
Also, they're doing some Gem and the Holograms, Loyal Subjects.
What year is this from?
This is brand new.
Brand new.
Yeah, January 14th.
This is right from the site that already reported the news.
But it was announced in September. So,
oh wow!
Oh, it's also a Walmart exclusive.
Get him, chat. Get him.
retro. It looks more like a Barbie. Doesn't really look like the cartoon version of her, but
Did anybody watch Gem and the Holograms?
Totally.
Me too.
Totally watched it.
Me too.
I thought she was so hot. I had to bang that cartoon right in the butt.
So hot.
Lots of accessories, so if you're into that kind of thing, there you go. You could dress her as Jerrica and Gem.
Was it like a Hannah Montana thing?
I will. Yes.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah.
Well,
she flick her earrings.
But yeah, she had power, so she touched you. Showtime synergy, and she touched her earrings, and then she turned into fucking Gem.
Gem and the Rockers.
Yeah, Gem and the Rockers. Yeah. And they had a rival band called the Misfits, which I don't know how they got away with that. But
They were hotter.
yeah, they were kind of hotter.
Yeah.
We're the Misfits, and we are better. We are the Misfits,
bad is it?
the
I was
Misfits, and we're gonna get her.
I was so horny at that age. I watched Gem.
Right? I'm like, ooh, she's gonna turn.
Here we go.
I watched it because it was like right after G.I. Joe or something.
Yeah.
And
It
just
actually had a. I don't want to say it was a good enough story to
Yeah, I was
bring
gonna
boys in, but it was a good enough story that it kind of was interesting.
Yeah, they're like solving crimes and shit and
Yeah.
kicking some ass.
Yeah, it's okay that we watched it.
Yeah.
thought we didn't have any girls doing that stuff back then. We needed more strong. Great.
She had a
to see.
boyfriend.
Yeah, she did.
Holograms. Yeah, holograms.
He was a tool though.
That's it.
Oh. That's fine. No, skip over. Fuck this.
Boom.
Spaced Out. Some fucking Glyos went on sale the other night. Looks like 2 of them are already fucking sold out. Good thing I got one of them. What, Travis?
I just want to say it.
Here it comes.
Say it.
I want to say it. I understand there's 2 people at this table, 2 people in this room that love these little things, and maybe Kyle's a
have
follower
one.
too.
I have one.
Okay, so Kyle's a follower. The
and I can't find it.
watching how some of my fellow collectors are just falling down this rabbit hole is somewhat disturbing. Would you agree, Stephen?
In what way?
It's fascinating. It
Because nobody gave a shit before, and all of a sudden
no,
they
because
do,
I
or-
don't get it.
I can't imagine paying $28 for that little piece of plastic when I could pay $28 and get a beautiful Mythic Legion.
If those were $1.50, and I wanted to buy, and I wanted to get a little shelf of them because they're cute, I could see it. Now I don't mean that disrespectfully. Like, I don't mean that to like.
It's not disrespectful, but me and Steve got our noses way up.
Like, I know the creators, they're into it and they're doing what they love, and it's cool. Anytime someone can do that stuff and be successful at it, that's really cool. And I wish them all the luck in the world. I don't get it though. No, it doesn't make sense.
They're characters that nobody has ties to, so they are all original characters from these indie toy designers.
Yeah.
So I can understand that.
If
but-
they made Mythic Legions characters that size, with that level of of detail and articulation, I wouldn't be into them.
I would not buy those. I would not buy those.
No.
But like I said, I'm literally saying, like, I'm sitting over with my nose up, going, you know, and it's nothing. Like, I get it. I understand why everybody loves them. I think they're fun. They have their own little thing. But it's amazing.
I think a lot of it is they do look kind of neat. But the other thing is also, I think, supporting indie toy makers, I guess. That's kind of like, I'm not getting every one of these by any means. They're way too expensive to do that. But ones that jump out at me, you know.
I mean, I'll support them. I'll pat them on the back and say good job.
I mean, they're definitely they're neat. Like,
They're interesting to look. Like that one's
Yes.
interesting to look at.
Yes, I totally get it.
Yeah, but
the
that
price point is huge for me.
Well, in order to build that one, you have to have 2 of those. So that's a $60 figure.
Oh, what the fuck!
And that doesn't.
Which is why I don't get all of them.
I got a counselor you guys could talk to.
Shit. We all got issues here.
I've seen you and Heidi together. I'm not going to pay a dime to that woman. So.
He's going to spend his money on Glyos.
What did you get, Jeremy?
I got the purple one that is similar to this guy.
Oh, okay.
That one.
No, not that one. That one's a build.
Oh no,
you have to go back to the first page.
No, don't.
The Valgarian.
Yeah.
And obviously, I mean, they're doing fine. They're sold out. Like I get it.
Yeah.
Like, it's this weird thing for me. But I also understand, like, we're literally sitting in a room surrounded by, and all it takes is one person who doesn't understand this walks in and goes, why?
Yeah, why?
Yeah,
These are,
why?
The way I understand it too, these are a lot. I think these are obviously a lot smaller runs.
Yeah.
And they don't ever become available again. They're kind of that's kind of one of the shticks, is from what I can understand, is everything's one and done.
There's some that are kind of evergreen.
This one here, though, I thought they had it. Legion's Con.
From what I understand, though, it was this one, but those were custom painted, and then they made in production.
Oh, I see.
Because I have that one from Legion's Con.
Yeah, you have all of them from Legion's Con.
I have a few from Legion's Con.
Maybe a couple. All right.
But that Geodraxis sculpt is one of my favorites. You guys have seen, I think, 6 of those that I have. That one with the metal
pointy
armor.
guy?
Yeah, the one on the bottom. So, and then if you go, Cody, if you go over a couple again for me, keep going right there. That's 2 of those. So it takes 2 Geodraxis to make that build.
That is pretty fucking cool, though.
Yeah.
But I only got 1 because I didn't know what the recipe was for that, and I asked on Instagram, and they didn't respond quickly enough. And then when I found out it was 2, then I went back to buy them, and they were sold out. So I missed out on being able to do this build.
Christopher Kelly says they sold out because they made 7 of them.
Probably.
I also like that he says, too, he said, the Glyos guys are what got Hasbro thinking we will pay $45 for a Legends Spider-Man.
Hell no.
You're sitting at your house watching us on a Sunday morning. I don't think you get to judge anybody, Christopher.
Judge everybody. That's what I do.
He's probably watching from space.
Judge no one or judge
he's
everyone.
probably in a lunar module right now.
And I think it's all the toy news I brought. So
there was Marvel did announce a few Marvel Legends. Price point is going to be the
what he just brought up, right?
Yeah,
the $45 Spider-Man.
That is the question.
I thought was that a $12 or
those
12
right
inch Spider-Man?
No, I don't.
No, I don't think so.
6 inch.
So I will say though, this wave has some ROM. I know ROM means nothing to a lot of people. Me as a kid reading ROM,
purchase.
This was a fun comic for me growing up. So, and finally it looks like they got the rights back to actually do ROM, because there was some weird shit with that where Marvel sold a bunch of stuff off. But so, like, I'm excited about that.
That robot is Rom?
Yeah.
Okay.
Space Knight.
Okay.
Yep. Which, very limited, like, I don't know, maybe 50 comics. 50 comic
Kind
run,
of like
maybe.
they did the Chris-Star a
yeah,
couple
but
waves ago.
Yes. Yep. They're trying.
Okay.
They're trying to make that money. Oh man, hands just falling off. The X Factor Jean Grey was in that list too, which I don't know, that means nothing to me. Can you go down that a little bit though? There is a couple that I think were a few that might make people happy.
Nope.
No, not the
Look at that packaging. Jesus Christ.
Is that Jamie Foxx Electro?
Yep,
Do
Jamie
you
Foxx
need
Electro.
that box with all that space in it? That's horseshit.
So there'd be like a deluxe probably then, right?
Well, yeah, you need it for all the zappies.
That's $34.99 right there. You can layer those zappies behind them in a plastic sleeve.
That's not going to be.
I'm going to show you here when we do the UPS guy stuff how they can do that shit.
Yeah, we're not doing that.
Obviously, we got a new Spidey, which comes with some cool features. But if this really is $45, Hasbro is losing their fucking mind. And I don't know if that's really
Wait for it to go on clearance.
Really the case, but yeah. Oh, I'm sure. I think there was an Adam Warlock too, also
and a Draken or
Miles.
Yeah.
We Ultimate Iron Man, which won't be one that I think a lot of
pretty
people
impressed with the posing that they've got going on with them.
Yeah, they were talking about it being a new hyper posability.
Well, and I think they're the pinless ones too, so they don't look. They do look a lot better. But man,
I will get the Iron Man for my Iron Man
armor,
but I'm not paying full price for it.
You wait for it.
I'll wait to go on clearance.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then your Adam Warlock, and these all come with like little mini comics.
Great, I get those from Russ.
Yeah, which Russ created those, which is pretty cool. Now I love Adam Warlock, so I'll probably be interested in.
God, he looks so stupid.
He's very stupid. I mean, it's what they did with him in Guardians 3 probably was fitting.
Is that Mohawk head? Is that Wolverine's kid?
Yeah.
Dakin or whatever?
Dakin.
Yeah. I think it's
Dakin, Draken, Fracken.
I don't know. Who knows?
Because his claws are a little bit different too, aren't they?
Yep, one comes out of his wrist, and then Banshee, a classic. So people want to create, finish off their classic.
Oh, so that is not Wolverine.
No, it's his kid.
It's his son.
X78. I don't know. Who knows?
He's pretty. Actually, I really enjoyed him in comics. I think
I don't know much about him.
Times, though.
Is he a bad guy in the comics?
Yeah, he's a monster for the most part.
It comes out of his wrist, yeah.
Yeah.
God damn it. He keeps getting smaller, but he still can't not bang into shit.
You can't even use the fucking stairs. Shut up.
Yeah, Chris makes a good point. He said, I wouldn't wait for things to go on clearance anymore. Don't expect all things at big box retail.
It doesn't matter, dude. At the big box retail online, the shit goes on clearance eventually.
Yeah. You might miss out on a few of them, but the reality of it is it usually is going to pay off.
Don't give advice to old man Kyle. He knows it all.
Dude, I bought
been around for a while.
I bought $1,000 worth of clearance shit during the holidays for $214 that I'm going to turn around and flip. So
Good job.
Don't listen to me.
Good job.
All right.
Well, we'll listen to you when you actually flip it.
Going to do.
Because right now you just got $1,000 worth of shit.
Somebody wasn't at Grand Rapids Comic Con.
I was at Grand Rapids Comic Con.
Either that or thanks UPS guy first.
I just didn't shop in your booth because I didn't want any of your clearance shit.
Any of the ones, unfortunately, I made a mistake and I was sending you screenshots. But let's go through some of our memes real quick. I got to tell you, the boys.
Laura sent me a message that said, I must be sick, twisted, and perverted because I want that Megan figure.
She is all
that
of
tracks.
those things.
That tracks.
She surprises me sometimes.
She's definitely all those things.
Motherfucker better be
She knows goddamn well that I wasn't talking about her.
So these the meme boys were on fire. They're on fire.
We got Steve riding a big old cock.
Horse cock.
Chicken.
Yeah,
chicken cock. Rooster cock with a horse head.
I just think it's important to bring these up because I know Steve probably didn't see most of these. He's not real sure how the internet works. But here we have Steve, me and my giant horse cock.
What the fuck?
I know, I'm sorry. I went a little crazy too here.
There's some good stuff.
Oh my God!
There's a lot. There we go.
Hey, yeah. So this is a good one. Obviously, we got our boy Steve, whose Genie Wish didn't come through. Can you go to the next one? I think I might have.
Yeah, you clipped that one.
Did I really do it?
Yeah, you fucked that
horrible.
Somebody please check on Jeremy.
It's a big Sasquatch-looking thing hanging from a wall.
That's fucking great.
That is a good one.
I love that my
shit.
kid sees this shit now.
Which was followed up by, if you, in the next picture, should be in the comments. Yes.
Ass Squatch. Look at that badunk, man. I wish I had that booty.
You're thick, buddy. You are thick.
I don't know.
It's probably, Vigo. With the Crocs.
Listen, last week when you put on the boots and the jacket, I was like, you were just standing there, and I'm like, okay, I gotta. And I just happened to take a picture, and it was perfect. And God, the memes that have come from it.
Yeah, the memes have been just great.
I'm gonna get fired from the show. Travis doesn't want me in his house anymore.
Come on, you know I love you. You're the best part of this show. So then we've got this was a good one. Engaging in prostitution. These are twins, not the same girl, and it's 2 mugshots of a redhead
and another redhead.
Yes. And then there's me commenting below, how awful, which country was this in, so I know to stay away. Pete replying, if I'm not mistaken, they are both dead, one by OD and the other one got hit by a car, to which my response was, OMG, how sad, does anyone know where they're buried, in case I want to pay respects, of course.
It looks like the one in purple is a little bit asymmetrical.
Good possibility. And then we've got Steven with his cigar saying, this man is on a mission. Not an honorable one, but a mission nonetheless. Thank you, Francisco. I appreciate your watermark, by the way. Good man. Now I will always know when I bring this up, I can give you proper credit. So thank you very much. And your watermark is amazing. Real nice one. All adult star offers free services to LA firefighters for heroic efforts amid wildfires. And it's me with my camo jacket.
Oh wait, they're not offering it to the people from the DPW? That's weird.
Thank you, Jeremy. Yep, that was a good one.
It's that classic meme of the guy with his fucking hands on his hips,
And he's pissed. Yeah.
yeah, and it's got Travis's head on it because that was the position you were in.
That was.
Steve's head should be on the other guy there in the background.
That would be a perfect Steve head right back there. Come on, Dominic, what are you doing?
That is. When I sleep at night, that's the picture of Trav I have in my head, of his face laughing in the moon.
Trav in that camo jacket and those fucking waiters. But he's got a Superman shirt and cape. He's also in the moon, or planet, whatever that is, with his big laugh. And then nude Travis with his dog, rest in peace.
I will tell you, when these hit at the right time of night, I laugh my ass off. God damn it! Is there one right after that actually shows the meme? I know. Oh, shit.
What's wrong with this?
It's hard. No, nothing's wrong with that. I just want to actually read the meme because this meme was another good one. Can you go back to the one with Steve there? That awkward smile you make when you realize your father-in-law is taking you to a nude beach.
And Steve's got that oddly uncomfortable look about him.
Oddly. I don't know. He looks kind of excited.
A little bit.
Christopher Kelly with that gem. Yep, my old coaching days.
Got a bunch of kids in jersey or in shirts, and they all say "come."
Yep.
And then Trav is the coach, I would assume.
Yep.
Okay, let's go with Coach.
Just trying to help those boys.
Jesus.
Was this
The Nacho Libre?
Yeah, Nacho Libre with Steve's head on Nacho Libre, and then Travis and somehow...
Is that the same face that he had on the other one when your father-in-law takes you?
And then Travis here, though, has those fucking big-ass Pac-Man boots.
Which I will never wear, though.
Those big red ones. You should totally get some of those. Holy fuck. Those are awesome.
This one is
And
great.
Napoleon Dynamite.
It looks so good.
Yeah.
Like Oh, he's standing?
Yeah, when he pulls Kip into, it'd be nice if you could pull me into town. And he's got the fucking roller blades and Napoleon's driving the bike.
It's a sledgehammer.
Yeah. But Napoleon is Steve with his helmet, and of course Kip is Travis.
Lots of blades.
That's a rollerblade.
Yeah. Fucking great.
So good.
I haven't seen this one.
Oh yeah, I see this sausage.
It's a trash receptacle that said litter, but somebody then spray painted it to say "Clitter us," and Steve's poking his head out of it.
Why am I in the garbage?
Why are you? What were you doing in there?
He was looking for me.
Looking for the clitoris.
Found it.
Oh, this is a good one. Someone's got to read this in a Steve voice. I don't think I'm the guy.
Jesus.
Girls who masturbate.
Yeah.
Kermit the Frog.
The clitoris is not meant for your self-pleasure. It's meant for you creating a child, you morons. Do you know why you feel like garbage after you masturbate? That's because your clitoris is sending bad chemicals to your brain. By touching yourself, you are killing the body. That's the devil's doorbell, and if you keep pressing it, soon enough, he will answer.
That was horrible.
I'm not going to say I never said that.
That's old studio. That's old school.
The devil's doorbell.
That is old school.
This one was great. This one is one of the best.
We got two pictures. One is of a drink, a blue drink with a couple of blue pills next to it, and then the other picture is Steve with his stogie. It says, man caught spiking his female dates drinks with Viagra to make sure they don't get boners because you never know anymore these days. Breaking news, I wanted to see if she would get a boner.
Oh my god. This fucking guy.
Great.
Oh.
And this is just the picture that I took, but with the caption, when the hooker overdosed, but you can't rob her or get a refund because you paid with Cash App.
That's a Travie.
Oh, Travie.
Dang it. Oh, and I don't know if we did talk about this one on the last episode. I think we talked a little bit, but I got a few updates. And I just love this picture.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Absolutely love this picture.
This is our Furious 4 picture with our real heads superimposed on there.
This is the great Trevor
Steve's
Williams
head's not
shot.
big enough.
The great Trevor Williams shot that's had a few things added to the table, and I absolutely loved it. So, another good one. Oh, God, this one. This was fucking good. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but there's been a few posts that have been, people have kind of been going back and comment on them, so now they're like coming back up on your feed. And this was a great one.
That's what the Cabal needs, is more posts from 8 years ago coming up.
Some people like to reminisce. And this was a great reminisce because it was Cornboy sharing, like, I think it was probably Advent of Decay or something like that. And Jeremy Gerard, yes, any update on shipping of Covenant of Shadows, Trolls, and All-Stars? And Maverick put this one together, and it says, when I left you, I was but the learner. Now I am the master.
So Four
This is
Horsemen
when Jeremy was one of us. Just
Yeah.
a
I
was
regular,
wondering
yeah.
when he's
He was
going to
just
get
a
his
regular
shipping date.
schmo.
Just
Yeah.
wanted to know when he's going to get his toys.
Probably,
his toys.
probably no beard.
But do you have Maverick's? Maverick had made a great comment to that, but
Oh, did he?
yeah, he was like asking about shipping rates, then doomed to answer people about.
Oh, yeah, that was
Yeah.
perfect. Yeah, that was a good one. For eternity now.
Where is Maverick? Has he been in the chat? Is he okay? Somebody do a wellness check.
Someone needs to check on him.
I'm assuming he fucking changed his name to Christopher Kelly because Christopher Kelly can't be as big of an asshole as he's being today. That's just my assumption.
Wow,
Where did he touch you, Pete? Where did
He didn't. That's the problem.
Is that the last comment, or am I not updating?
That's the last comment.
Oh.
Yeah, and then here's Francisco's. If you wondered what his watermark looks like, here it is. Dom throwing it in to a fun little one, but
yeah.
Maverick was shut down with
Maverick, yeah. TikTok was his operating system.
Hopefully Trump can save Maverick.
he's just shut down right now in his
Sleep mode. We're gonna have to order fucking life-size
I want to
robots of
say
him.
that was genius of how they used Jeremy's head to make the broom.
Yeah, go back to that one for a second.
We're sitting on it for 5 fucking
But we didn't talk about it.
It's just genius how it did. I love that.
It's the broom from Fantasia, but Steve's head is on top with the stogie, and then you got
3 of Matt Rod's head.
So, for those of you that can't see it, Francisco's watermark is a giant dick. The head of the penis is Steve's head. The shaft is 3 of Matt Rod's head, and the balls are Jeremy's head. So,
based on the broom from Fantasia.
Sure.
It's perfect. It's perfect.
Cock broom.
Yep. Moving on to coaching the Michigan Milkmaids. Great one, Francisco. I imagine that's a wonderful job. I would like to know how to apply. And Lord of No Pants.
Instead of Lord of the Dance.
It's good. It is good.
That one had me rolling.
Good stuff. All right.
Is this just 1 week of memes?
Dude, it was crazy. Thanks a lot, Jeremy.
Now we're
I thought you looked cute.
I loved it.
I love now we're getting into the ones that he reset that were not cut off.
They're, and I see all these memes getting made, and I didn't see any laughing or any reaction from you at all yet. And I'm like, he's mad at me. He's pissed I took that picture, but he's never going to tell me. He's just going to secretly be
There's
pissed.
a bunch of them that are just his bare ass with his dog's nose in it, and he's fine
But
with it.
he
I
took
can't-
that picture.
No, I love it. It's good. And it has definitely been fun. All right. That wraps up. Thank you, fucking perverts that follow our show.
Is there any drama, Trev?
Not for me.
I mean, I've only tagged you 3 times in the last week, so okay.
They must have got pulled before I got to them.
Maybe.
I did not see.
Got to
any
take the
drama.
screenshots.
Yeah,
Yep.
I didn't do it. Lazy.
Yeah. All right.
All right.
Any drama from you boys?
I'm double checking.
Oh. Nope. No drama mean.
4 minutes.
Oh, throw up, while we're waiting for the next segment, throw up the picture I sent you of the Mythical Meetup badge that Jeremy did, please.
Mythical meetup's gonna happen probably
love it.
Friday night before
Pretty rad.
SkiCon. Yeah.
That's fucking genius. I
Last year we had a ball. This year we're gonna have 2.
And a cock.
Ooh.
That is fucking great.
Good job, Jeremy.
Did a
Thanks.
great job.
It's got the shape of Michigan, where in there it has mythical Midwest meetup written a whole bunch of times, but you can't really tell. But it doesn't matter. It's just for ambiance. But then our big logo, our forehead.
Steve's tattoo.
Yeah, Steve's tattoo. The center there.
The small one.
Mythical Midwest meetup.
Is it just me, or does everybody else imagine Travis sounding exactly like that litter box when he orgasms?
I'm gonna come. Splat.
No wonder you
Gotta clean out. Gotta
So
clean that out.
no toy drama. So thanks, UBS guy.
All right. I'll go first. I got nothing.
Okay.
Oh, girl.
Nothing for me today.
Pete,
What?
you got anything today?
I don't want to talk about it. I don't even want to be here anymore. So. No, I don't. I've got 3 orders coming, but nothing hit in time. So
Man, I am jonesing for my order from the Armory from Mythic Legions.
did you get it all in?
I did that. I got 3 figures, and I haven't got a shipping notice yet. So what's going on with that?
Do you want
I
me
think
to text Jeremy?
Vasapolo was in the chat. What's going on with that, Joe? 2 weeks ago I ordered those. I ordered them on Monday. No shipping notice. What's going on?
What is going on?
I mean, I brought some Glyos, but they're not new ones.
I'm just kidding.
I
Whatever.
themed them out.
I'll get them when I
today.
get them. But seriously, get on that.
Because I love these little. This sculpt.
But no hurry.
Little fade sculpt. Sorts of colors. I put a bandana on this one yesterday just to mix it up.
You look cold. I'm going to give you a handkerchief.
He didn't want his face to be seen. It was cold out. So
I did not. I also did not get anything, but
Jesus Christ, you guys suck.
I did walk down here to find out that my son had put a couple poppet swaps together. Steven, on one of these, do you notice any parts that you might be like, oh, those look a little
janky?
Not janky, maybe rare.
Rare. Oh, yeah, well. Rare.
Certainly is not this guy.
The turtle shell, right?
Yeah, turtle shell could be. Yep, possibly. Yep.
The turtle shell looks like it might be a little...
It's definitely not the one, though. It's this bad boy here who has some fun parts on him. He's a cool-looking gladiator. I really love what my kid has done here, except for the fact that he tore apart an Adamant to build him. So he's got Adamant boots and shins, and he's got one Adamant I would say glove.
So he's going to end up like mixing up tons of your characters. You're never going to be able to find all the
you'll
pieces
never
to make
figure it
them
out.
again.
Yeah.
Well, luckily Adamant's only an $800 figure. So.
Yeah, that's what I told him. He goes, I think you could sell that one. I go, do you think I could sell him for more than $300 that I would get for Adamant? But I'm glad he's definitely enjoying it, and he has what I lack, which is the ability to pull these things apart and put them back together.
I'm not sure that the whole sleeves with no shirt work.
So what's funny is I actually love the look, but I'm sitting there going, "What? That
How's
doesn't
that make sense?
It doesn't
How does
make
it keep
sense.
his sleeves up?
Does not make sense. What are those sleeves attaching to?
Maybe that's just his skin.
I love how it looks. Yeah,
Maybe the titties is armor as well. It just looks like titties.
Or maybe they're just attached to those shoulder pauldrons.
Or maybe they're toys.
Yeah,
It doesn't matter.
Yeah. Regardless, I like how it looks. So he's been doing a little poppet swapper, which is fun for me.
I always love when we criticize the realism of 6-inch action figures.
Yeah, that's what you do.
That's what you do.
That's what I do.
All right, Kyle, bring it.
What you got, son?
Before Jeremy
Okay,
brings
I
us
got
home.
a couple things. I don't pose as good as Steve does. Obviously,
Is this like an S&M version of a Transformer?
No, this is a third-party Masterpiece scale version of Cup.
Of Cup?
Yep.
Does it turn into a cup?
Cup turns into a pickup truck from the movie, 86 movie, and
Oh yeah, I'm not very good.
Will you show us? You transform it for us?
no.
You're not Cup. You're not familiar with Cup.
I watched that movie once. I think it was with you guys.
This is
Really?
Yeah.
If I was a Transformer, it would be Cup. He's a grizzled old cigar hanging out of his mouth, which I have the faceplate for. He's always
swinging a dick around.
Yeah.
Except for you would turn into a minivan.
I would turn into a minivan. Yeah.
So Cup doesn't know what's in his pile of loot.
No, I've got stuff in my pile of loot. Fuck. Shit.
You
Okay.
usually do.
Anyway, again, Steve could pose this a gazillion ways better, but it's this is X Transbot's version of it. I also have a Fans Toys version. Huh?
Can you say Transbots?
X Transbots. Yep.
X Trans.
So formerly a trans?
Yeah. And so I have both of them. Usually, I was to a point where I'd get one that was a better upgrade on the bot scale or the alt mode, the car mode, if you will. And then I would sell the other one in the booth. Now I'm to the point where I keep them so I can put one in bot mode and one in alt mode. Yeah.
What's up with the bondage toy that he's got there?
That is a Sharkticon tail, because in the movie he tears a Sharkticon tail off of one of the bots and uses it as a mace. And this one comes with those two, and it comes with 2 Target Masters in the when the toy came out originally, it was just the toy with the gun and whatnot, and then they did a run on comics and TV where they had their guns would turn into little mini bots. So he comes with a couple of those as well. And then, like I said, a bunch of different face plates. In the comics, he's always got a stogie hanging out of his mouth, and that's the version. I haven't put that one on him yet, but and it's just, yeah. If I was a Transform, be him. He's the grizzled. He's always get off my lawn.
Yeah.
You know. So
nice.
And the backpack, I did try to transform it, and I screwed the backpack up. It's supposed to be a lot cleaner and flush to his back, but yeah, I'm all in on the third party stuff. And I mean, and I get him like this was on a Christmas sale, and he's normally like $140, and I got him for $60. And then I bought a bunch of Junkions, which I didn't bring because, yeah. So I have that, and then while Steve is doing that, I'm going to bring out this. And earlier we were talking about the Electro that we saw in that giant box. And this is how Hasbro needs to do this stuff. Or you could just open it for me, Travis. Be great. This is 2 action figures stacked in the same box.
Oh, wow.
Oh, boy.
And these are the Rocky
Outriders,
Space
they call
Dogs,
them.
but
Yeah.
the Outriders. This is what attacks. Fuck.
So this is the first time I've actually seen these in person.
These are what attack in Infinity War that go through the dome on Wakanda, and this is what Thanos sends in that wave. That chew through the.
Are you sure that's not what Zool sends through the portal in
right.
New York City in 1984?
Yeah, that's right.
Which is crazy because, like, I know there was a bunch of those, but, like, I could never tell you what they look like.
Well, because they were all hunched over and, like, running on all
Right.
fours.
Yeah. You barely
Like,
really
I
get
had
to
no
see
idea
them.
what that shit
And
was.
there's one extra head, so that you can turn this guy into
Vince Clortho.
Yeah, and basically another one of these type heads. The mouth
Gotcha.
isn't quite as open, but again, they come 2 in a box, and I bought 2 of them so I could put one in the booth, and I went, nope, I'm keeping them. So now I have 4.
There you go.
They look really cool.
Yeah,
Like from a toy aspect, forearms.
stupid articulation on them.
I like the forearm thing.
And they're
That's
super
cool.
tall. Those got to be damn near 8 inches, right?
They're beasts.
Easy. Yeah, easy.
and
you
you're
can
as
still
tall
get
as your
them.
Transformers masterpiece.
Yep.
Cup.
Yep.
No, that's a pretty cool toy.
Body of a Demogorgon.
Yeah, definitely has that vibe.
And I haven't messed with it, putting it into our different articulation, but you can just tell by looking at them.
Do they get down into that kind of all four like running pose?
I literally opened this box. I literally opened it up to show this here.
I would say no. I think you could get him in some cool poses, but he does not have enough.
He probably is not going to go down into full.
His neck articulation can't look forward.
Yeah, you can't get his head up.
because you can't pull his head up. So if you have him hunched over, he's gonna be looking at the ground.
Well, maybe people should look at the ground more. They wouldn't end up at the bottom of the stairs.
They definitely would probably find more dollar bills.
But I mean, I think they're.
Oh
Uh-oh.
shit!
Uh-oh.
Look.
God damn it!
Break up.
Fucking kidding me?
No, look at his left lower hand.
God damn it!
What?
Oh,
Two fucking.
the wrong hand.
Two fucking different hands. Ah, fuck.
It's Kyle.
right hands.
It's Kyle Morluck.
Oh, he's gonna be handwriting a letter tonight.
In cursive that nobody at Hasbro will be able to read.
That just fucking happened to me. God damn it!
I think they were all like that in the movie.
Yeah. His other left hand was actually a right hand.
Oh man!
Fuck my life.
Put that one back in a box and sell it.
Yeah.
Nope, I'm keeping them. They're fucking cool.
They are cool.
So I have 4. If I want to do a scene.
Yeah, you could have Thanos with his crew, and then these guys in the background. Yeah,
Yeah.
that'd be pretty cool.
Or
Yeah.
Silicon Valley jerk off scene.
Get some of the ones they sent in the first movie that you can get the Marvel Selects version of them. I can't think of what they're.
Better get them while you can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why Select's going out of business?
Oh, that's Diamond.
Yep.
Oh shit! Yeah.
Just claimed bankruptcy, right? I believe.
I mean, not that that means anything. People Sears filed bankruptcy, then bought Kmart, or vice versa. I mean, it doesn't bankruptcy doesn't necessarily mean what it means to us, but yeah, I think they're gone.
I remember when that happened. I bought Kmart stock at 9 cents a share. Got up to 14 and I sold. And I was like, woohoo! Made $28.
Is that all you brought?
That is all I brought.
Nice, Kyle.
That goes to
You wanna
me
show
now.
your post, Steven, on the thing, would you?
Oh, never mind.
If it'll stand here, it's.
Yeah.
That's
fucking
awesome.
Sweet.
That's. I don't know what noise it made, but
I think that sounds like it.
Oh, he has two left hands too. I'm just kidding.
Dude, I can't. Yeah. I couldn't take it.
I finally got.
Wait, didn't this toy come out last year? Why are you showing it now?
Mine came out last year too.
I bring stuff from years and years ago.
That's not cool, from what I hear.
No, it's not news. It's toys I purchased, but hey,
the
nice
Berlin
reach.
Wall
I
is
can't
coming down.
Right.
News this just in.
There we go. I got fucking Tatsu, y'all.
We don't talk about Justin on
Alaska is the 50th state.
I gotta thank Brent Murick. I don't know if that's how you say your last name, Brent, but he found one. Well, he found a couple. Actually, a bunch of people found him and said, I'll send you one. But he was the first one that I finally bid on because I can't fucking find him anywhere.
Tattoo.
So,
Never lower your eyes to an enemy.
Brent's a good dude.
finally, it's weird because he's got the
no, put it back in the Steve pose.
the soft goods.
Nothing. Damn, that was a good one too.
That was a good one. I wish you would have just took a picture.
I should have.
Can you
imagine the guys memeing the shit out of that? Steve
No
crumpled
shit.
up at the bottom of the
Steve at
stairs.
the bottom of the stairs.
Ice cubes all over the place. It would have been better if it would have been hot decaf all over his face, though, and not ice.
He's got big pants.
I love those pants, dude.
Hammer pants.
Hammer pants.
Looks just fucking like him. He does come with a bunch of other crap. Yelly face. Mask that you don't see at all in the movie. Don't know why it's here. Fan in case he gets a little warm. Practice-y sword. Sheathed sword. Well, the sword's in his hand, but that's the sheath. And then hands and a little crumpled up foot mask. I don't know why. I don't remember if he gave that to somebody. I thought Shredder did that, so. But, yeah. Finally got Tatsu. I think I'm pretty good with the movie shit now.
Nice.
I mean, unless they sell that stupid professor separately, because I don't need two of that motherfucker. If they just sell me one of them, I'm in.
Right.
But other than that, I don't think I need any more movie figures. I mean, now they're just making shit up.
Yeah.
Let's put Casey on a fucking speed bike. Why? You never had a bike.
To get your money.
Yeah. Fucking dummy.
Yep.
Is that all you brought?
That's all I brought.
One out of the 4 main hosts, we brought one toy cumulatively to a toy podcast.
Yep.
One toy.
There we go.
Amanda got some new toys. She asked me, "Hey, do you want to bring my toys to the show?" And I'm like, I will. So
That'd been a fun segment.
Smell it.
Toy cam, Cody.
Oh yeah, Steve posed him to look cool.
Never.
The ultimate poser.
I like the soft goods clothing, but it's weird because nothing else has it in the line.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But there you go.
Look at the old man.
Tatsu.
Put him expertisely back into his packaging.
Fukin Tatsu. All
Got
right.
the glasses down on his nose.
what are you guys watching?
I just finished the second season of Castlevania Nocturne. I busted that out in like 2 nights.
Good.
Yeah, it was better than the first season of Nocturne. Still has the yodeling, singing night creature, which is odd, but you guys don't know what that means. But some damn good action and violence and blood and some good fight scenes and shit. If you are a fan of Castlevania, you will most likely like it.
Yeah.
So, nothing could beat those first 4 seasons, though. So,
Did Castlevania ever do anything other than original Nintendo stuff?
oh yeah. What they did the 3 games on the original Nintendo. They also had an arcade thing. But then from there, I mean, they had shit on the Sega. They had Super Nintendo. Arguably the best game they ever did was originally came out on the first PlayStation, which is Symphony of the Night.
Really?
Which is this was loosely based on that era. This Nocturne was, but they also did a lot of original shit with that. And then they did a reboot series on Xbox and newer PS models and fuck. I don't know. They've been all over the place. They haven't done anything recently though. They put out like a greatest hits type of thing. So you can get like the classic collection on like Switch and shit like that. But
Yeah, but it's really the cartoon now.
what's that?
It's really just the cartoon now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because of those releases that they've done though, like I got classic collection stuff, and the fact that you can rewind in the game if you fuck up. Like I've actually beaten some games that I never would have been able to before, but I had to cheat.
Yeah.
But hey, if they're giving me that option right in the game, it's not cheating, right?
Right.
So, and as long as I get to see the ending, fuck them. Just gotta say those games are fucking impossible.
Yeah.
But anyway, good stuff. So
I'm not sure I've ever beaten a game on Nintendo. Regular NES.
it's rare, very rare for me. There's some games I haven't seen past the first couple levels.
I beat,
this day.
I beat Mario Brothers because I turtle tipped.
Turtle tipped?
Yeah.
Hey, you jump on the little
Get 100 life.
step.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah. The little one-up trick
I think
thingy.
that might be Super Mario 2. Might be the only game I've ever beaten, and that would have been.
It's also
That
you're
would've been
the only one that ever played it.
I beat Mario
Yeah.
1, I beat Mario 2, I beat
favorite.
Mario 3, I beat
Mario World,
Mario World,
Mario 64,
beat Mario 64.
Sunshine,
I did not beat
Galaxy.
Sunshine. Did not beat Galaxy.
Paper.
1000 Year Door.
There's very few games that I beat.
It's easier to beat games now. I think it's like set up for you to actually be able to beat them. But like,
It was actually like a badge of honor if you beat him back in the day.
yeah.
I beat Mike Tyson.
Oh, I never
No, I never beat Mike Tyson.
got my ass fucking handed to me.
Yeah.
And you can do the code right up to him, and he just boom hits you once, and you're fucked.
I can beat Mike Tyson.
No. I did not beat a lot, mostly because I was beating my meat.
Yeah.
American Primeval.
Yeah.
On Netflix.
What's that about? Seriously, I've not heard about
Colonization of America. It's
Utah specifically.
Indians. Yeah, Utah. Indians versus Mormons versus
Oh, so it's like in the
U.S.
past.
government.
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
The
So-
colonization of the USA.
Not like
Yep.
colonization.
Basically
like sci-fi.
fighting over areas of land and
Okay,
control and
okay.
whatnot. And,
Gotcha.
Good though.
it's pretty good.
It's.
John Carter guy.
I love Taylor Kitsch.
John
Kitsch,
Carter. What do you
Kish,
mean?
whatever.
John Carter.
That actor.
Taylor
is
Kitsch.
Taylor
Taylor
Kitsch.
Kitsch.
Oh wait, wasn't he Gambit?
Yep.
Yeah.
For a minute.
Gambit. I really like him, and John Carter destroyed him. That movie literally destroyed that. dude's
Battleship
career.
wasn't great
Yeah.
either.
Yeah.
I really liked that movie. Everyone hated it. But
Which
I
one?
I liked
I
Battleship.
liked Battleship, but I can understand why.
I'd have to. I never even watched it.
It's very brutal. It's getting actual like
Unbelievably brutal.
blowback because of its brutality.
Unbelievably brutal.
Battleship?
No,
No.
this movie we're talking about. And I will say that the only thing I'm waiting for is for Taylor Kitsch's girlfriend to die because she is a pain in the ass.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
It's a good show if you like
Gratuitous
westerns
violence.
and westerns.
I don't
it's
mind
a western.
So long as the story's good, I don't care what time era it's set in.
It's a pretty cool setup. It's got what's his name?
A lot of good people. in
Don
that.
King,
No,
Rodney King,
Rodney King.
Mike Tyson.
You know Mike Tyson, the founder of the chicken company?
Dane Dehaan is who you're probably thinking of.
Jai Courtney.
No.
Jai Courtney was in
He was Boomerang.
Boomerang. Yeah,
Yeah.
Cat Boomerang.
It's got Kim Coates in it.
Oh, Kim
Tig
Coates from
from
Tig.
Sons of Anarchy.
He
And
plays
the creepy guy on Waterworld that tries to buy the girl.
he He plays the head Mormon.
Please,
Tig does.
please don't tell me that those two Vietnamese whores went into that burning pile with a belly full of Tig babies. Sorry, Clay.
He was good as Brigham Young. He was really good. I do wonder how historically accurate the story is. I just kind of wonder that, of course. It's by the guy that directed it is an actor, and we'd all recognize him, and he's been in good stuff as well.
Can we real quick? Can we talk about the best romance in any series ever?
Oh, Peter Bird.
Is
Peter Bird.
Tig in Sons of Anarchy when he's in the relationship with the transvestite played by Walton Goggins.
Have you seen his Walton Goggins commercials for Walton Goggins goggle glasses?
Yeah. They're like ski goggles.
Yeah, they're just like ski goggles. I don't know if it's a joke.
They're in. I came in.
Walton.
They just came
Is
in.
it
I'm opening them up for you right now.
Walton, yeah.
And he opens them up and he puts them on. They're like a 1970s.
Yeah, it's
with
Walton Goggins goggle glasses.
I love him.
It's fucking
With
nuts.
He's one of my favorites.
I didn't realize I
Yellow on
loved
it.
him, but
Oh, he's so good.
I'm starting to really enjoy that guy.
I told you Pierce and I watched Mad Max, and then we watched Predator 2. So then we watched Predators, which is just a great movie.
I love
Predators.
It's one of my
Predators is so
favorites.
good.
It's one of my favorites.
It's great.
I don't think I've seen anything beyond. Maybe I watched Alien versus Predator, other than the first two. So
Predators is the one where all of a sudden there's just like 8 people on another planet. They don't know why. They're all different walks of life people. Yeah. But no, so Borderlands. Cody, did you play the game?
The first one.
Okay.
Yeah.
I played a little bit of 3 and I got stuck and it was good, but I mean, whatever. It was a little bit cartoony for me. And the movie is just like, they just tore it apart.
I heard it's terrible.
Oh, it's
like on the top or like number 1 on lists of like worst movies for video game adaptations.
Yeah, everybody tore it apart. But I will tell you that Pearson and I really enjoyed it. It was a ton of fun. The acting was great. It was a good story. The action was super fun. The characters were cool. I don't know. It's got to be these assholes that like were obsessed with Borderlands and the gun was a different silver than what it was in the game. That's what these people got to be upset about. Like, it's got to be petty because it was an entertaining movie. But Kevin Hart was great in it. I've never really seen Kevin Hart in an action movie before, and I thought he did a great job. But yeah,
I haven't seen it. Was he still playing the comedic part? Like, was he the funny man in the
There
group?
is there is a comedic value, but each one of the characters has a different kind of style of comedic. They do a really good job. They don't take it seriously. They just kind of brought this universe to life on the big screen, and it was fun. And it was really well done. It was really well shot. But yeah, I could not believe the hate it got. And I was like, Pearson, you want to try this? Yeah. And he was like, we got done. And he looks at me, he's like, Dad, that was pretty good. I was like, yeah, I think so too, man. It was fun. It was entertaining. It kept our attention. And so Jamie Lee Curtis is in it. She's fucking. Did you guys see the video that just dropped with her and Jimmy Fallon?
Oh my God.
She is so fucking hot.
Yeah. It's fucking nuts.
Oh man.
Yeah.
When she did the
being 106
of the Perfect movie, she did in like 86 years old.
Yeah.
Or like 1986.
Well, she might be 86 years old.
Could be. It amazes me that her husband is Christopher Guest, the 6-fingered man. I'm like, okay, he must have a giant schwanza.
66 years old.
Because the thing is, she's always had a really good body, but she's always
been looking.
She's always had a butterface, man.
She's always been, she's always kind of been dudeish and got a dude hair, and I don't like that.
Okay, put a bag over her head.
I mean, yeah.
No, I think you're wrong.
Looks kind of like.
No, I mean, I'm not. I'm just saying for
the chick from Walking Dead.
Carol.
Yeah, Carol.
Carol's got a prettier face, though.
That's true. That is true.
I never appreciated her until True Lies.
That
True Lies, yeah.
That picture from the 80s just brought Kyle back to his 40s.
Because she had a hot bod. She's always had pretty hot bod. I'll give her that.
But they do a great job, like frumping her up. You know, they
They
frump
don't
her
need
up
to
big.
frump her up much.
They frump her up but in True Lies, she's super frumpy, and like Christmas with the Cranks, she's super frumpy. Like, they do a good job giving her the motherly, frump. But yeah, dude, if she does that striptease, Jeevas.
There was a
I mean, I understand
6-month
you-
period where I told Kathy, I said, every time we have sex, you have to slick your hair back. Every time.
I told,
Every time.
I mean, I never masturbated to Jem, but Jimmy Lee Curtis.
You're
had
missing
me in
out,
True
buddy.
Lies.
You're missing out.
So
Trevor brings up the Daredevil trailer. Did you guys
Shit,
watch
I missed
that?
I missed it. Yeah, I had to watch it.
Does it look like they're not trying to make Kingpin so big?
I think he's just not as big.
I always figured that they
gonna be
always
at Indy.
padded him up a little. Anyways,
He's going to be at Indy.
Probably true.
But I don't know. I just noticed that.
Yeah.
Anyways, he just looked. He didn't look so menacing sitting at the.
Well, that dude's getting older and not bigger.
Yeah.
I mean,
Who's
Sugar in water.
When you was against the wall, he yells Frank.
oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because Frank's in it in that commercial.
Oh yeah, he's in the trailer.
Yep.
Because he says something about dropping the hatchet or some shit.
Yeah. No, I really was excited about it. It looks brutal. It looks like he's breaking bones.
Is it on
Dude,
Is it on Netflix or is it
no?
on
It's on
Disney?
Disney Plus, and in the fucking trailer, they're showing him break a dude's arm, and as you see the bone pop out, I mean, it's covered with a shirt.
Blood,
it's a
though.
white shirt, and you can see the bone pop, and then there's blood immediately and shit. Like it's
Oh yeah.
like all right, they're gonna go brutal,
Yeah,
man.
They should. They gotta
will.
keep it like
That-
that. And
And it's definitely
he's still a half measure.
and they definitely still hold or it's still the same storyline, so they're not like forgetting that the Netflix stuff existed. And I've watched a bunch of breakdowns of it too, and it looks, I mean, there's stuff with like Luke Cage, because remember, like he owned the what was that club or whatever at the end of the Luke Cage series or whatever, and like there was something about it, in the background. And
He was in. The actor was in. He was in the trailer, wasn't he? Didn't they
I
show
didn't-
Luke Cage for
I
a
did
second?
not see
I don't think
him,
so.
but I'm not saying for sure. But I'm
What's
excited
his name?
about what they're doing. I saw Muse, so that's a villain. I saw White Tiger, which is a cool character, a vigilante-esque, which also, if I read right, the actor who plays White Tiger in this literally filmed all of his stuff and then died of cancer.
Yeah, he gone.
Yeah.
So maybe because it's been so long since the first Daredevil and all that came together. Didn't they have like the Serpent Society with Copperhead and
Luke Cage?
Luke
They
Cage.
started
Kinda,
down
but-
that road.
Yeah.
It never really kind of ended.
No.
So there's a whole new group of villains now that aren't.
Well, that was Luke Cage. That was
Those are Luke's.
Yeah, but if
same world.
But if Luke Cage ends up, okay,
Yeah,
you're right, you're right.
we're not sure. But
It's more of a Okay, I got you.
it looked like Bullseye.
I think I saw Bullseye, which I
Yep.
like that.
So they're continuing
Have
everything.
we
that-
seen Bullseye?
Yes.
Yeah,
And he was awesome.
he was dressed up as Daredevil for a while.
He was pretty cool. I like the character.
He was
been
giving,
so
giving Daredevil
long.
a bad name.
And then he got all fucked up, and at the end they were doing like surgery or like some spinal surgery shit on him. So
Which in the comics he had
Adamantium?
adamantium spine. Yes. Yeah. I'm excited about this. It makes me feel like Disney knows what they got to do. Like Deadpool.
yeah, they know
Wolverine
they
is a
can't
great-
fuck this up, because if they put
Yes.
this a half-ass version of this, I mean,
Yes.
it's not going to be cool. It looks like Daredevil himself has kind of not been doing Daredevil shit for a while. Like he crossed the line at some point, which means he probably killed somebody. They're going straight up with that Muse guy.
I don't know. He looks pretty fucking menacing to me.
Yeah, he murders people and uses their blood and makes
His
paintings.
shoulders don't look so big.
Well, look at him. He's sitting at that table, and his hands are on the table, and they literally are right across. I mean, literally right in front of. So he is a menacing motherfucker.
I do understand what you're saying, though, Steve. He doesn't. When you look at those scenes, he does not look as large.
No, he doesn't.
Yeah.
To me.
I don't know. He looks. Yeah.
They're making sure you see blood. They're making sure you see a little bit of lovin's.
Oh yeah.
Keep playing. Yeah, I swear we. Oh.
The cast is in it. The Froggy and
Foggy and Karen.
Yep.
I swear we see Luke Cage for a second.
You mean Fulton?
Maybe.
That white painting that got covered in blood. That's back. Yep. Frank Castle's back. Yeah.
I can't wait to see Iron Fist. Whoa! I haven't seen this yet.
And they're showing,
When I get home, I'm
yeah,
gonna
like
have to
right
watch
there, he
all
just
this.
jumped on that dude's leg and snapped it in half. I mean,
He's got all the helmets.
different costumes.
No. Yeah, I was pretty excited.
Yeah.
God
See,
damn.
see, it
Oh,
doesn't
yeah.
look like they're going to be holding
Maybe
any
there's no Luke
punches.
That's
so.
gonna be good.
Yeah, I'm
that's in
pretty
March.
excited for that.
So that'll be about a couple weeks after the next season of Reacher. Reacher comes out in February.
I love me some Reacher.
Yeah, I can't wait for that.
I love me some Reacher.
I'm watching. I just finished Cross on Netflix.
Dre actually reached out to me and recommended that. It's on my list.
It's good. It's good.
Cross?
Yep. Cross.
Oh, that's
Alex Cross. It's
based on a James Patterson
James
book
Patterson,
series.
yeah.
They did one movie. It was Medea who played it.
Was it just one?
I believe. Maybe they did two,
Yeah.
but I don't. They never took off. Okay.
Just a little bit of a slow burn, but then it all comes together really, really nice. And then I'm halfway through Skeleton Crew. I waited until it was done.
The worst watched show so far.
I'm right now, and I heard it described as the Goonies in space.
Yeah.
And so far, I get that vibe. I mean, the music's great.
Well, I mean, a lot of people are saying the word is, it's not doing poorly because it's bad. It's doing poorly because the Acolyte and everything else has been so bad. People are just giving up. Like me, I mean, I haven't watched anything.
I enjoyed the Acolyte.
So you haven't watched Skeleton Crew?
But we know that you can poop and write Star Wars on it. And
No. I enjoyed it. I didn't say it wasn't.
But I've so far what I've watched of Acolyte, I've enjoyed. There's things I don't like, but I've watched enough of it. I've enjoyed.
I haven't watched anything since the last Mandalorian. I don't think.
The last thing I watched was the second season of Mandalorian.
Yeah,
which was the last.
And then I
season.
also just finished the second season of Arcane.
I've heard great things about that.
It is amazing, I've never played the video game.
That's a cartoon.
It's a CGI cartoon. Yep.
Yeah.
It is amazing. Cody, do you think they're going to do another? It kind of tied it up.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Man, I hope they do.
I doubt it because it's so successful.
Yeah, it is so good. It is really good. I highly recommend if you haven't watched those. Arcane.
Let's say Disney comes to you and says, Kyle, you're in charge of Star Wars right now. All right? Next series that we're going to make, we want you to turn this around and bring the whole fandom back
Old
together.
Republic.
You'd go Old Republic?
Old Republic. Yep.
I would do Luke Skywalker animated series. In between, after Return of the Jedi. I think that would be through the roof popular. It would even bring people that are pissed off as done with Star Wars. It would bring them
When
back.
you say animated, do you mean like Rebels animated, or do you mean like CGI animated? Do you mean like body form?
I just don't
like
want
the way Luke shows up in Mando, or do you mean like
No. I mean more like
a Rebels type,
more like
or
Clone Wars or something.
Clone
Yeah.
Wars. Yeah.
You know.
I would not be opposed to that, but if I was going to do it, it would be It would be 10,000 years ago. It would be Revan. It would be
honestly, if you really want to get everybody back involved, it's just one whole series about Grogu.
Pretty much.
Oh Jesus!
I think Grogu had his 15 minutes.
Yeah, I'm so tired of Grogu. Blech.
Blech.
Yeah.
But that's what I've been watching. So
I think Steve saved TikTok.
Is it back?
I can log into it.
Oh.
Oh shit.
But it says that it's having internet connection issues.
yeah, because everybody's crashing it, or it's because we're in the basement of Trav's house in Whitehall.
Steve really saved it in 3 hours.
Steve did it.
It does do that.
Lemonade 2.
You saved it in 3 hours.
Dude, I just had to just do
But
a
it does
show.
say couldn't load. Check your internet connection. But yeah, then again, we are at Travis's, so.
Yeah, but
you got
everything
new
else is
internet,
right?
There's
He's got
probably
brand new internet
17
here.
million people trying to get back on TikTok right now.
Interesting.
There's people going through serious withdrawals.
I think it's still down.
Dude,
Is that an episode?
that's an episode.
That's an episode.
Wrapping up episode 339 of the Wife's Gonna Kill Me podcast. It is currently the middle to end of January, so hopefully you guys are enjoying this beautiful July weather as you're listening to this.
Happy 4th.
Thanks to old man Kyle for coming up and being our guest host today and bringing more toys collectively than all of us combined. Cody in the booth, Steve Bisciotti, Jeremy DeWitt, Travis Bowles, I am P. McCarthy. And until next time, we'll see you guys in the toy aisle.